Howdy, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Faab Five campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. I'm Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM, and joining me around my virtual table tonight are Alyssa, Joe, Jeremy, Koines, and Kyle. Say hi, everyone.
Hi!
Hello.
Hola.
Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting with the first of our two sponsors for tonight's show, HeroForge. HeroForge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. Their easy-to-use design tool lets you build your perfect miniature online using a fully 3D in-depth character creator right in your web browser. You can build yours today at HeroForge.com. Our second sponsor for tonight's show is XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely by blurring the background, removing it entirely, or even putting your favorite picture as the background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the show description. Last but not least, this Wednesday we are back with another Magi Knights Awakening session. The group is in the middle of a fine dining restaurant fighting a gigantic interdimensional shrimp. It should be an interesting battle. Now you can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we're doing by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV and on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody. We're also on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody. And that's going to do it for the announcements. So join us as we dive into the world of Loroupa and continue on with the adventures of the Faab Five. And we're back. So when we last left off, the Faab Five were battling their way towards the Dreaming Tree as a gigantic kaiju known as Ambar Belthor attacked the City of Dreams. At the top of the great staircase that led to the trunk of the tree, the squad encountered a company of angels led by none other than Munlin Goldentongue, the cultist bard who had hunted and harangued the team nearly every step of their journey. Blood attempted to snipe the performer to deal with him first, but he was frustrated to note that his arrows passed harmlessly through the bard with an apparent illusion. Thanks to Eloise's hero feast they all shared, the group was well prepared for the hidden bard's magical assault on their minds. And in the end, Goldentongue was forced to flee into the dream realm as the angelic armies fell dead at the party's feet. And so, Faab Five, you all pursued Goldentongue into the dream realm, pausing only to get one last glimpse of the charging Ambar Belthor before going through those massive doors and into the dream realm. What you found on the other side of those doors was an ethereal realm of smoke and mist, empty and vacant, except for the blanket of fog around you. It wasn't long before your presence attracted the Nightmare Child, the ancient creature that was worshipped in the future as the Dreamer. This progenitor of beholders seemed well informed as to who you are and why you were there, and the Dreamer invited you all to do your worst. Munlin Golden Tongue also appeared, seeming ready to fight on behalf of his master. But Blood stepped aside and challenged the bard to one-on-one combat, which the nonchalant human eventually agreed to. Veil was able to bring out his zombies from his portable hole, and he has his little army advancing towards the floating creature. But unfortunately, his Megan was destroyed almost immediately from an eye ray. Eloise currently has an incendiary cloud surrounding the Nightmare Child, which doesn't look pleasant, to say the least. But before we get into that battle at the top of turn order, a question comes to each of your minds. And that question is, if you weren't an adventurer, what livelihood would you lead? And I'm just going to start things off in alphabetical order as far as character names. So, Apollyon, what life would you be leading if you weren't an adventurer?
Oh, something out there working with my hands. I like animals, maybe I'd raise some thoroughbred racehorses and take them to the gladiator arena for some races on the off days when the combatants need to heal up, Good entertainment for the crowds.
I like it. Blood from a Stone, how about you?
Well, if Apollyon and I didn't escape the Margarden Federation, I mean, I'd still just be thieving it up and robbing rich folk there. Kind of my life, how things were going. I was going down a much darker path than I am now, obviously. So yeah, I'd still just be a thief and murderer.
So
Don't worry,
regretful of
buddy,
all
we
the
can
friends
rig
you
the
made.
races.
You know what? I probably did that. I probably rigged some of your fights, buddy. I apologize. If I really want to
Rig the fights, rig the horse races, like Goodfellas, the D&D version.
I like it. Eloise, how about you?
I don't know. I'd probably just honestly be still out at the old homestead in the middle of nowhere with my affair and, making moonshine and frolicking with the animals and helping out the random person who comes to ask for some sort of poultice or whatnot. And just taking care of the land.
I like it. Liam, how about you?
Hi, if I wasn't an adventurer, I'd probably be a fisherman. I'd stay out long times and eventually get grizzled and be the person that tells the story of Jaws having eyes like a doll's eyes.
The man in the sea, I get it. Necthros Veil, how about you?
I would like to think that, he'd have a pretty dark a dark career, but in all honesty, Vale would probably be a librarian, and the only battles or cuts he'd receive were from a paper cut from books.
I can definitely see that. Okay, well, Faab Five. Let's go ahead and get this battle going.
Oh boy.
We are at the top of the turn order. The Nightmare Child is currently in this big circle of incendiary flames, like I said. You can barely see him through that mist of clouds that just seems to pop with white-hot embers every so often. Liam, you are on the ground. He's only about 5 feet in the air. He wasn't hovering too high.
Okay.
Apollyon, you are a little ways away. The Megan is on the ground. It has been destroyed. It's like ripped basically through by just this bright energy ray from the Nightmare Child.
I forgot to say that, Vale.
Yeah.
Right.
Your Megan unfortunately is destroyed, but you do have all your zombies out, and they're kind of starting to march in that direction right now. To one side, you can all see Blood from a Stone engaged with Munlin Golden Tongue. They both have their weapons drawn. Munlin has a rapier, and he just kind of is holding it in this light fencing pose right now in front of you, Blood, and it is your turn.
Yeah, that was like a ray of death or power word kill or whatever that the Megan took. It was honestly the best thing that could have happened was that it got targeted with that.
Yeah,
And
it was
not one
hit
of
by
us.
the
Yeah.
death ray.
Yeah, better than Megan than any of us.
Mhm.
For those of
that
you
makes
who don't
sense.
remember exactly what it took 88 points of necrotic
Mhm.
damage.
Yeah, I
from
knew
that
it was
thing.
like a lot.
It is the most deadly ray that the Nightmare Child has, or at least that you know of so far. So, Blood,
Bananas.
what you got going?
Yeah,
Well-
can we put banana peels down on the ground so he slips and goes?
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work that well.
I've never seen that fail.
It's gonna have to be a big banana.
Final boss, banana peels.
Blood's gonna kind of quick out of his pack, pull out 2 drinks. One's gonna be obviously the potion of speed that he's about to down, but then he's gonna hand a nice bottle of whiskey to Golden Tongue and be like, "A toast before we begin." It's not poison. He'll even take a quick
What a
sip to
gentleman.
show that it's not poisoned, and ask him if he would like a drink.
Haven't you seen The Princess Bride? That means nothing.
Well, go ahead and make a persuasion check. And Golden Tongue is going to make a perception check to see if he can tell what you got there.
Well, I guess a 12, unless he really wants, unless he's going faithful and wants that 22. About that,
I hit persuasion as well. It should have
It's-
been.
it's some of that high quality shit we got from
Yeah, but you rolled a 17.
the pricks. I can't remember which guy it was. The one in Laverne. It's that
Mhm.
high quality shit. He's been saving. He's got 1 bottle left. He's been saving it so he can give it to Liam. It's like a celebratory thing.
So Golden Tongue eyes the whiskey after you drink it. He does take it, but then he nods to that potion in your hand and says, "I know what that is, too." So much for not relying on magic for this one, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. How about the giant fucking thing you threw at me earlier outside? Do you wanna go back to that?
That was
Okay.
earlier. I thought you wanted to do this mano a mano.
Oh, don't worry. This is gonna be for him later. He's gonna point at the big guy. He's just drinking it now.
Huh? He's just drinking it now.
Well, it lasts enough rounds that he's gonna kill this prick, and but
Okay.
he
Making
says, like, he
sense
goes,
everywhere.
that's good shit. I took that, and Blood would remember the guy's name. I don't. The guy in Laverne, he goes, we took that just before we killed your witness.
Oh, that was And-
Sigmund.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sigmund.
yeah, Seigman. Yeah,
Saga
Seigman.
is-
Reorg Sigmund.
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
he's not dead. He's still alive. You never
Yeah,
killed
but-
Seigman.
No, we
No,
killed.
but we killed the witness.
dream
Oh, they killed the witness. Yes, that you did.
Uh
It's like I got that just before I killed the witness.
Gotcha.
Just
huh.
toying with, just throwing it out there. Now I don't have a stat block for my rapier 2, my attack, so I'm just gonna use my archery +2. Because I just never created a global attack modifier for the +2 rapier.
Gotcha.
Or I'm sorry, for the damage on it, not the +2, the damage.
Well,
So I'm
it's
just using my arrows.
1d8.
Well, and I meant for that extra 2. So if you see on the damage, it shows an extra 2. That's what it's from.
Hold
If
on.
I hit him, it's a 16. I get
For the what is it you're hitting him with?
a +2 rapier. The damage, the +2 damage, I never had a damage modifier made for because I've
Oh,
never used
Well,
it.
it's just
So
here.
I know,
I
I
got
just-
it for you. That's
I
easy.
just don't, so I don't
Oh.
have to. I'm using my arrow, my +2 arrows is what I was using. So
Oh, well, you have a
If I
+2
hit.
rapier on there, and I just looked at the
I know.
stats. It's all set up. I'm letting you know for the
Oh.
future that it's not working for you.
Okay, never mind. I was thinking I didn't have that. Never mind, yeah. You're good.
Okay.
But I'm guessing a 16 doesn't hit him.
16 will not hit, no.
I got so many things going, it's probably killing my internet, so things might move a little slow for me.
Okay.
A 19?
19 still does not hit. Second parry with his own rapier.
Well, then, because Oh, yeah, that one's not going to go either with the haste. So, all right, yeah, he's just sitting there.
Okay.
He's like, not bad, not bad.
Doesn't haste give you a +1 to your attack?
No.
No? Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh,
It
well.
does give you a +2 to your AC, though.
That's what I'm
Oh,
thinking,
shit,
yeah.
that's right, yeah. Well, that'll be even better, because, all right, yeah. It's like, yeah, you're a lot better with the sword than you are with that loot.
He kind of chuckles at that. It is his turn. First thing he's going to do is use his item interaction to just take a swig of the whiskey.
It's good shit, man.
Oh,
Fucks
this-
Liam up every time.
This is quite good shit. This is old Reork's private stash, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to lie. I've had quite a few of them myself. Here, allow me to pass it back to you. And he's going to hand it to you.
Keep it.
But as he's handing it to you, he is then going to stab you
All right.
with
But
his own rapier. Yeah, why is it not?
God, that's a lot of zombies. That's all I see on my screen since it's zoomed in. I didn't zoom out this time, what I normally do, and I just see a shitload of zombies and me and Golden Tongue in the corner.
First one is a nat 1. That is a failure. Should not have been auto roll. That's irritating. Second stab with that, with the rapier. And a 15. That's also going to miss.
We're just holding each other's. As I said, we're just holding each other's dicks here, aren't we?
Yeah, you kind of are a little bit. That's okay. It's keeping him busy for this run, for at least a turn. I want to say, if I'm remembering correctly, the Nightmare Child had one more legendary action, so I'm going to go ahead and let him use that. Yep, that's what my notes say. He's got one left.
Sounds about right.
I thought it was on initiative 20. Oh no, it's the end of it.
He's got
He can
three.
do it.
Yeah, he has
between-
3 legendary actions. Or actually, no, he has more than that. But anyway. Yeah, I
Sorry,
think
did you say he has more than 3 legendary actions?
I wouldn't say that. Would I say something like that? That would be horrible of me to give him 4 legendary
He-
actions, being the
Not
big boss and all
you.
that.
He mercified his bad guy. It's okay.
Yeah, I think he's going to go ahead. He's not really thrilled about all of these zombies coming close. The big guy in his face, the little guy there. I'm just going to roll a d6, and we're going to decide who he's going to use this legendary action on. That's a 2. Apollyon, this is coming for you,
Yep, I knew
my
it.
friend. We're going to roll a d10 to see what he's using. Oh, fuck,
I'm dead.
that's a 10.
That's 2 rays, isn't it?
The 10 is a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh, okay,
Oh, you got
okay,
this,
let's
big
have
dog.
advantage.
Yeah, but it's got to be high.
Ooh.
Shit. Oh, fuck yeah.
Crit, baby!
Crit. Awesome.
Nice!
So here's the good news. You only take half damage from this.
But
So this black ray comes shooting out towards you. You spin and start dodging back. It cuts just through a little bit of one of the edges of your wings, burning you horribly for 30 points of necrotic damage.
Woo. Nice dodge.
Nice dodge.
You literally rolled
Apollyon did a backflip.
50%.
Oh, wait, I'm flying, right? Oh no, it wasn't a backflip. It was like a barrel roll. Like I tucked my wings and my legs in and just like spun in the air as the.
Dude, you rolled a
ray-
2 and a 20.
Yep.
Yeah, good job on that one. We are now to Necthros Veil.
All right, I'm still having computer issues right now.
Okay.
Can you guys either skip me or pilot me? I'm trying to find my other laptop.
Yeah, no problem. Look, I think
assume
everybody
the
should
zombies
still.
are progressing.
I think, knowing you, Vale would probably want to throw another AoE on top of my incendiary cloud, yes?
Yeah, what do
Try
you,
and double hit the Nightmare Child?
yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
So is Nightmare Child? If there's room for it, I don't know what the map looks like. If there's room for it, I'd probably do a sleet storm on him.
Oh, there's room.
Whoa, why?
Yeah, you're
does
currently
this
about
sheet look
50
like
feet
this?
away from him. You got plenty of range.
This is what?
What the
Yeah,
hell
there's something
happened
wrong
here?
with Vale's character sheet.
Yeah, I'm
it's
seeing
an
that
NPC
too.
sheet.
What
What
the
is
hell?
happening?
Hold on. Let me. That is not right. There it is.
Okay. Okay, let me try reopening it. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I
All
was
right.
like, what the fuck? Like she got deleted. I was like, no.
Oh my god, that would suck.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, I've never seen Vale's spells before, so give me a second here.
No, what do you want to do, Vale?
Probably a sleet storm if I can encompass.
So, something that incorporates wind is going to blow my incendiary storm away. Because it looks like smoke. And there's
I
like
don't think it.
flashes
I don't think
of fire.
it doesn't really do wind. It just makes the ground icy.
Whoa.
I will remind you that the Nightmare Child is currently hovering about 5 feet in the air.
So that would be perfect because
Freezing
then.
rain and sleet, but it doesn't say anything about wind. Yeah.
Okay.
And if is okay, so is it flying or what's the difference between flying and
Hovering.
hovering?
Well, flying usually suggests that he's higher in the air. When I say he's hovering, that means he's just 5 feet off the ground. It's not high enough to like take damage or anything like that. He's just levitating there.
All right,
Okay,
is he
so you wanna
concentrating on
do-
anything?
Not that you've seen so far.
Because I'm pretty sure once the sleep storm goes on, anything concentrating must make a concentration check.
Well, anytime you hit him, he's going to have to make a concentration check if he's concentrating on the spell.
Yeah, I see it. This sucks. I don't have my stuff up right now. I can't.
Okay, so how about Evard's black tentacles?
But he's not touching the ground. Will that?
Does it have to be on the ground?
And I don't think I have
Oh,
that
on the ground.
right.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
What is this? How big is this thing?
He would be considered. Let me take a look here.
Massive,
He
I
is
think?
gargantuan.
Oh! So much more fun.
Oh yeah, because he grew, right? He was the size of just a small child, and then he went. "Rrr."
And then he went rah and went big.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess for for time's sake, right now, you could just cast a fireball on him from the staff. I think it's a level 5 from the staff.
How many charges
Yeah.
on the staff do you have left?
How many have you guys used?
Just the fireball, I think.
Now, did you do a fireball at level 3 or level 5?
It was I
Five.
that I
If
don't
it was
know.
out of the staff, it was 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then I would have.
You can cast magic missile from your wand.
Yeah, you know what? Do that. Burn up. Let's see. This is the last. Burn up all 7 magic missiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a
So
big fight.
is it only 1 magic missile per?
No,
So it's gonna be 10 total.
It's gonna be 10 total. Using all 7 things is gonna be 10 total.
Yeah, because the first one is 3 missiles.
3, and then it's
everyone
1
after that
added
is
to each one. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. We'll do that. So
All
10
right.
magic missiles. Whoa. All right. Do you have magic missile in your list here? There it is.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Cool. Oh, I'm gonna have to
Shield.
cast it 10 times. Oof. All right.
Yeah, you just click it 10 times.
Did it go? I clicked it.
Not
It
yet,
did not
no.
go. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna click it again.
Did you click it in the attack bar?
Yeah, I'm clicking it in the attack bar.
Did you click it as Veil?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no, hang on. I've got to scroll all the way down past all of the... Here we go. Where's Veil? Necthros Veil. There we go. Alright,
It might have you ask. It might ask you what level you're casting it at.
it is not asking that.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it's
no,
going
well, I've gotten 2
2
so
went
far.
through. Yeah.
Mhm.
You
I
gotta
clicked
click
it
it
a
8
third
more
time.
times. 8 more times.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woohoo!
There you go. You use the entirety of the wand veil, sending forth 10 bolts of magic missiles flying high into the air, slamming into this
30.
creature that's enveloped in this incendiary cloud. Pop, 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 pop. He seems to shudder a little bit and react from each hit, but that's really about it right now.
All right. I think do I have to roll a d20 to see if anything happens to the wand?
I believe so.
I think if you use all charges, like you roll a d20.
Yeah,
if
it
it's a one
could
or something.
explode, I think.
That's
If it's a 1, I
36
think
points
it's
of force damage you did.
Nice.
Oh, that first level magic missile keeps making appearances.
Oh yeah, roll a d20
Yeah.
on a 1, it crumbles into ash and is destroyed.
Okay.
I can,
I'm gonna
you
switch
wanna-
back to Veil. Hang on. Okay. My name is now Veil, and I am rolling a d20. Does it have any modifiers attached to it, or
Nope.
it's just a flat?
No,
20?
it's just a straight
roll.
d20.
Yeah,
Just
you
Okay.
just
don't roll one.
straight roll and you don't roll a 1, which you did not. You rolled an 18, so the wand, while used up of all of its charges, is not destroyed.
Cool.
Nice.
Does it recharge then, or is it just inert?
Yeah. The
At dawn.
next day, it
Ooh.
recharges 1d4 plus 1 every day.
Look at
I
you.
assume the zombies move forward.
Yeah, they're gonna keep going, and if they get spread out to make themselves, less of a AOE target,
Less
then
of a
they
single
will.
target. Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna go look for my other laptop.
What do you want? 2 groups? 3 groups?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say
do
split
3.
them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 is 6 each, yeah.
Now, while you're doing that, I will go over to number 20 in turn order, which is the lair action, which we're finally getting into that. That is always fun. Let's
4
see.
legendary actions, which probably means 4 legendaries. What is it? The one that saves
Resistance.
resistances. Thank you. And then who knows how many rare actions? It's great. This is fine. This is
This
not
is our
concerning
battlefield.
at all.
I gotta make this bigger. Unfortunately, the biggest thing I have is a 60-foot, but it's supposed to be 120 feet.
I'm sorry. What?
You poor man.
I know, it's such a pain in the butt. Does that look like 120 feet? It's hard to tell.
Yup.
Jeez.
Yeah, I actually did pretty damn good there. Okay, so what happens here is at order 20, Liam, Apollyon, you would notice that central eye stalk there, the central eye, opens a little bit wider, and in the center of the pupil, because I've described him before, but I'll do it one more time just so everyone can see him. This is what they're dealing with right here, everybody.
A terrifying being.
Indeed, a terrifying being called the Nightmare Child. But in the center of his face is a giant eye, and in the center of that eye is a giant pupil, and suddenly that giant pupil spreads its lids open to reveal yet another fucking eye in the center of it. As it does that, it focuses in kind of this direction right here. It's kind of whiffy and wonky, but that's what he does. So everybody that is in there, which is, let's see, that's Apollyon, Veil, Jareth, Eloise, and a big handful of zombies all begin to float upward about 5 feet. And gravity is seeming like it's reversing just a little bit. You're all kind of hovering there. And I need all of you to make for me Constitution saving throws.
Or get turned inside out.
What? This is my character sheet, okay. Hang on. What does this one? Would this be a spell?
No, this is not a spell. This is an effect created by the Dreamer.
And the Dreamer is not considered undead.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so just a normal.
Can somebody
Saving throw,
make a
okay.
con save for me?
Yeah, I'm on it. Hold on. Give me a sec. I gotta
Found my other
change my
laptop. I just need to boot it up.
name. Okay, I just gotta change my name again.
I'm gonna use a
Veil.
lucky point.
Okay.
Con. Oh. Okay.
Are you joking?
What?
Are
Ugh.
you
I rolled a
joking?
12.
Ouch.
Same thing.
Plus not what?
I rolled the same thing twice.
The
Veil,
die
you rolled a
shows that it
17.
rolled 12. And-
The zombies do not need to make saving
Okay,
throws.
there you go. Okay.
Just to let you
Never mind,
know.
I'll look at Apollyon's.
Everybody, just so you know, Apollyon, you rolled 2 12s. That sucks, dude. Veil
yeah.
rolled a 17. Eloise rolled a 14. All of these are failures. So what happens is each one of you begin to see visions of people's dreams swirling about you, creating this discordant kind of vision in front of you, making it hard to pay attention or to react to things. Essentially, what each of you have is the Baned condition. So whenever you roll a saving throw, you're going to subtract a 1d6 from that roll. Or not 1d6, 1d4, sorry. It's
Okay.
Bane, 1d4.
Just saving throws?
Yes, to saving throws.
Okay.
Minus 1d4 to saving throws. Okay. Does this affect concentration at all?
It does not affect concentration. It's
Okay.
it just affects your saving throws.
Okay. And this is a lair action?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is their lair action.
That just originates from him. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
From his eye inside his eye.
And actually, you can see where this
That's
field of area is, because the moment the eye opens up, all the mist around you just flattens and goes wide, creating this cone of emptiness that's filled with visions of people's dreams. You're literally seeing the dreams of millions of people all at once. It's assaulting your senses. It's making it hard to concentrate and react. Kind of fucked up.
Like a really bad acid trip. It's good. It's fine. These don't last forever. It's fine.
Indeed. Apollyon.
Says Eloise. Alyssa has no idea what an acid trip is like, but you know. I can imagine.
Probably. Apollyon, it is your turn.
Don't put things in my head! You're going down!
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly right up to him and go for some reckless attacks.
Reckless?
Am I already raging, or did I rage before and lose it?
I think
don't think I
you.
raged yet.
I think you
I don't
raged once
remember.
and lost it.
Okay, alright, I'll rage again.
Okay.
Bonus action rage. Attack. A 19.
Let's see. What? A 19 does not hit.
Okay. Wow, what is up? What is up, roll 20?
Oof. Dude, that was my game on freaking Saturday. I was rolling garbage all day playing Secrets of Small Gods.
I believe you took your haste potion instead of raging the first round of last game, though.
That is true.
Oh, okay, so I have another attack. Sick.
Here, let's put that on you.
24.
Now, 24 does hit.
Whew.
Yes. 15, 23. 23 damage.
23 points of damage.
And I'm gonna action surge and attack again.
Do
Now,
it!
because you're hasted, does that give you both your attacks back or just the one?
That's
You get
actually a
this-
good question.
Second round of attacks, right?
Let me read action surge. It might just give you one.
No,
Doesn't
when you use your
being
action
hasted-
surge, it gives you an additional attack action. So you can make,
Yeah. Three
Make
make
more.
how-
however
Oh,
many
right?
attacks you can do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sick.
Now,
Does
hate
21 hit?
and haste, I believe, is just a third attack onto the attack action. So you can do all three.
Yeah, so you get 3 attacks the first time, and then you get action surge another 3, so you get 6
Yes.
attacks.
Correct.
Hell yeah. Alright, we're doing it.
And yes, 21 just hits.
Oh god.
There you go.
21 just?
Mm-hmm.
AC 21.
Yeah,
19.
yeah.
No, wait. 29 damage.
29 points of damage. You stab into the Nightmare Child again. It's hard. It's not hard because, you know, he's so big and easy to target. He's hard because his body just seems to be resisting your strikes. Like, you feel it just barely plunging into the creature, but you are hitting him.
He's resistant to magical
29.
bludgeoning attacks. Okay.
No, he's not
A magical
resistant
weapon.
to it. It's just the... I'm describing the fact that he has an AC of 21.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, he's resistant to even magical
All
weapons?
big.
He's just got thick skin. It's hard to
That-
penetrate.
Yes. You know, sometimes it's just hard to penetrate.
You know, I really don't know what that's like.
I'm sure.
don't.
I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you have no clue. But for some
None
of us, it's
whatsoever.
yeah.
Well, then you need to
Anyway.
learn about pegging.
Anyway,
Oh. I know. I just haven't had that issue.
Took my headphones off for a second to take off my hoodie. And I come back to
You came
need
back
to
to
learn
pegging.
about pegging.
yeah, you came back to pegging.
What?
I'm,
You know what? I want it to be a mystery. I don't want to know what I missed. I'll find out later. 'Cause
It's probably better that way.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I dealt 29 more points of damage.
Wow, another 29 points of damage.
Noise.
Last attack, I think. Yeah. 18 doesn't hit. All right.
18 does not hit. You're just wailing on this dude, burning through as much of your strength as you can, trying to stab it. You managed to pierce him a few times, not as much as you're hoping to, but you have done some decent damage to him.
All right.
Next up, we have the Nightmare Child. The Nightmare Child looks at you, Apollyon, floating there directly in front of it. Seems like he's not overly thrilled about the fact that you're right there on him.
Not our apple.
Ooh, what do I want to do? I think, yeah, it's just going to go with the standard attacks at this point. He's not feeling too terribly, worried about this fight. So that central eye, the one that has the even smaller eye in the center of its pupil, God, that's got to be weird. But the iris kind of focuses on you while the pupil just remains open. It's disconcerting as all hell. It is going to attempt to strike at you with its center eye ray, Apollyon.
Okay.
That would be a 33 to hit.
Did I use my shield spell? Oh no, I don't have any AC. Yeah, of course it hits.
Yeah. I need to roll a d10 to see what type of damage this is, because that does actually matter. 9, radiant. You take 21 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
He's a good shot.
He is then going to be using 2 of its eye rays. Let's see. Everyone is within 120 feet of them. Seems like it. Yeah, pretty much everybody is. Let's say... I mean, it makes sense to go after... Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's roll a d4. I like rolling. Apollyon's 1, Liam's 2, Veil's 3, Eloise's 4. That would be Liam. We're going to roll a d10. I rolled a 5. Liam, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okie doke. $19.
19, you just managed to do a backflip out of the way as this bright, burning ray of energy comes slicing towards you. I'm going to roll a d4 again. We got one more ray to do. I rolled a 4. This one's coming at you, Eloise. Sorry, that's a 8. I need you also to make a dexterity saving throw, but you're going to have to roll a d4 and subtract it.
Okay. Is this a spell?
It's a ray. It's not a spell. It's one of his eye rays.
It's a physical
Dang it.
ability.
Okay. Dexterity save. Because I'm so good at those.
Get a crit for a 19.
Oh, wait. I'm on Vale's sheet. Hold on.
Yeah,
I pulled
use
up the wrong
yours.
sheet. I'm
Get a
sorry.
crit for a 19 and subtract.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Ignore the first roll because it's going to be
That's-
Vale's stuff. Hold on. I need to change my name again, and then I need to use my actual sheet. Oh,
Okay.
this is so many. Okay. Here we go. -1. Okay, natural 20 minus a d4.
Well,
But a crit save's a
a
crit,
crit
save,
save's a crit save.
Oh, thank God!
Crit save is a crit save. It literally just saved your life.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
As this dark gray ray comes shooting out at you, you just throw up your shield and like duck your head, and it hits the shield, bouncing off and hitting the ground right next to you. That was a petrification ray.
Oof.
As you see like flakes of stone forming on the edges of your shield. That would have been good for you.
Okay, I get it. You're scared, my guy.
Yeah.
She's the only one that could save someone from that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The Nightmare Child is then going to just fly up about 5 feet into the air. He is currently 10 feet off the ground, just right at this edge of you, Apollyon. He didn't provoke an attack of opportunity. He's kind of being mindful of that, but he is now 10 feet in the air. Probably because Liam's next. So, Liam, it is your turn with Eloise on deck. What are you doing?
Quick question. If I cross that giant cone, is that still in effect?
You don't know.
Ah, so
But you
it's
can
the-
see that the mist is gone in that
Mhm.
area still.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that takes away the bonus action I wanted. And I'll have to use the bonus action to press a button on my spear, turning it into a spear mode, so I have the reach. Actually, that doesn't have 10-foot range, does it?
It does not.
If it were
Matt?
Clave, it would.
Was
Right.
that
For-
the Nightmare Child's turn?
That was the Nightmare Child's turns. Yes, so he does need to take whatever you got going.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So then,
all right.
does he need to make a save? Dexterity save from him.
Gotcha.
What happened?
That would be a 14.
He takes damage
Alright.
at the end of his turn.
Oh,
for her
that's right.
thing.
Okay.
Because he's still in the cloud. So he takes 51 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, good hit. 51 points of damage.
Yeah. That's actually a really good roll.
I'd like to try something which may require a judgment call from you, Matt.
Mhm.
If I were to use my bonus action as Step of the Wind to try and leap up onto Apollyon's shoulders to make my attacks, would that be possible, or do I need an extra roll for that?
I mean, he's 5 feet in the air. I'm going to say that... Let's see. I can't remember what jumping is.
Isn't it your strength is how many feet you can jump?
I mean, technically, if I can reach Apollyon and he's a flat enough surface, I can run up his back
Oh, you
with
know.
my monk ability.
You know that ass has got some... There's some junk in that trunk. It ain't flat.
Yeah, it's a tabletop and ass. It's perfect for a stepping stone there.
Pollion's
Okay,
got cake.
so looks like what you're going to have to do is you are going to have to make a an athletics check to jump onto Apollyon. He's only 5 feet in the air. He's not like super high up. So you could theoretically jump up, grab onto him, and vault up to make your attacks at that guy.
Would my spending a key point for Step of the Wind give me advantage on that roll?
You don't actually need to do your Step of the Wind to increase your jump, because he's not that high up.
I'll just give it a shot and we'll see what happens. $15.
Yeah, no problem. You go running, you make a 10-foot run, jump, grab onto Apollyon's shoulder, and kind of vault yourself upward. You have a moment to make your 2 attacks before you fall to the ground.
3 attacks, hasted.
Whatever.
Before I jumped up there, I used my bonus action to cast Hex on him, so that is now in effect. Click that on. Hex. Alright, let's take a couple slashes. Handed, two-handed, there. 2, 3. Woo! Good rolls!
All 3 hits.
25 and above. I kind of wish I still had my action surge so I could double up what Apollyon did there. But we'll take it.
Hey, 3 hits is good.
Yeah.
I did 6 attacks and I only got 3 hits.
And boom. All right. Gee. I've become more complicated as a roller here. Okay, 28 plus that's 32 plus 5. 37 plus 6. 41. 3. 43 plus 30, 73, 3, 9, 2, 91.
Pretty damn big hits, I ain't gonna lie.
And I'm going to use my once a day ability with my Rod of Lordly Might. When you hit a creature with a melee attack using the rod, you can force the target to make a DC 17 strength saving throw. On a failure, you are paralyzed.
Well, roll a 20.
Oh, had to try.
Had to try. And you just, as you vault over, you just, with that sword, slash 3 times, cutting into the Nightmare Child. It roars in pain as you go spinning down and land in that hero crouch on the ground. Because, you know, it's only, it's like barely 10 feet. You're not going to take damage.
Right. I think that's just about everything I have. I'll back up because I think I might need a running start next time I attack him, but I'm not really getting out of his range anyway, so... Yeah, that's my turn.
Well, that's going to be your turn. At the end of your turn, I think he's going to have to go ahead and use one of his legendary actions.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of a dick, so he's going to use an eye ray on you, using 2 of those actions. Let's see what eye ray he uses on. He's going to roll number 7. Ooh, this is fun. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma. Okay.
Oh, I have it in my...
Probably charmed by him now.
14.
Okay, 14. So here's what happened. This ray of temporal energy smacks into you, Liam, shunting you to the far corner of the dream realm. All of you just watch as Liam blinks out of existence. You look around, Liam, and you are currently floating in nothingness. But you can hear this odd sound, sort of a chomping sound. Like, have you ever seen, oh God, what was that Stephen King movie when they're in the airplane?
Langoliers.
Yes,
Langoliers.
the Langoliers. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen that? That's the
I
sound
have.
you're hearing in the distance coming up at you.
I weirdly caught that at a late hour and halfway through. Had no idea what I was watching.
Halfway through, dude.
Yeah, it was weird, but I was into it.
Yeah.
It was a weird movie, but I'm just gonna let you know that I'm gonna leave you on the map for right now, so you can see what's going on. You
Fair enough.
are gone. You're just straight up gone. Everyone saw you get hit with a ray and then blink. No more Liam.
Well, I had a good attack. I'm happy with that at least. Bye, guys.
Just to let you know that for your edification, you get to remake the roll at the end of your turn.
All right.
But it's not your turn right now. It is Eloise's turn, who is currently hovering just kind of slightly off ground and just saw Liam disappear.
Yeah.
So what you doing?
Can I still move even if I'm caught in this hovering thing?
You can certainly try to. Yeah, you can move.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna try to move, Matthew. Can I move?
It's weird. Yeah, like you can't touch the ground, and you're like, what the heck? And you're trying to like swim, but you realize that if you focus your concentration, you can actually fly. So you can move in any direction whatsoever.
Nice. Okay. What's the distance on this? Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry to Apollyon and Veil and some of the zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just measure to make sure. Oh yeah, plenty.
Now,
Lovely
when
day.
you step out from that field, you fall. But you're only 5
Cool.
feet off the ground, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, gravity's back. Okay, cool. I'm gonna focus on Desi, and I am going to. The sunburst will move. Whoop, will move like here. Yeah. And then through Desi, I cast Sunburst.
Ooh.
So that
Sunburst.
is, yeah. Unfortunately, that is is it a 60-foot radius or a 60-foot radius? Whew! All right, template. Let's go with, we already have yellow and red, so let's just go with orange. Circle. 60-foot radius. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of have it. Yeah, there. Liam's not in this dimension anymore, so at least I don't have to worry about him. So then the Nightmare Child and unfortunately Apollyon, I'm sorry, have to make a Constitution saving throw. And some of the zombies, I guess. Sorry. I mean, I can place it, so maybe I can place it so that it doesn't include the zombies.
We can kill more people later. He can get more. It's okay.
I can't move it anymore. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I'm
Can
gonna
I-
lucky
there we go.
point to not fail this.
So
Yeah,
no
you can put the
zombies.
center somewhere else so it doesn't even,
Okay.
like if you center it at the back of the map,
Yeah,
it won't even, yeah.
I can make it so that it doesn't hit Apollyon at all, maybe?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
You just need to center
Yeah,
it
but
behind.
then he can just easily move out of it.
Well, it's an instantaneous thing. It's not a
Oh,
A
even
concentration
Oh,
thing.
that's fine.
Yeah,
I thought it was
so
a
then don't-
concentration.
can I say that I placed it so that it wouldn't hit my friend's mat? You're muted.
Oh, yes, you absolutely can. You can move it so
Okay.
that
Thank
so
you.
that it's not going to hit Apollyon. The Nightmare
Okay.
Child rolled a 29.
Hit him. Yeah, he saves. So he takes, is it half? Please tell me it's at least half. On a successful save, okay, hang on. On a successful save, it takes half damage and isn't blinded. Dang it, I was really hoping I would blind this creature. Okay. So it takes 21 points of radiant damage.
21 points of damage.
Well, Polly, that means you didn't have to use another lucky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Oof. Yeah, Sunburst goes off. Blinding light just fills the area. Even the Nightmare Child closes all of its eyes for a moment as it gets hit by that, taking a little bit of damage. Not as much as you were hoping to, but I mean, it is what it is. At the end of your turn, the Nightmare Child focuses its eye ray towards you. Or, well, what actually happens is one just kind of poofs out from the mist right behind you, kind of like in Star Wars, the trash compactor scene. The eye ray just kind of looks back and forth, looks directly at you. Let's see, what is it going to roll? It is going to roll a 6. A 6 is, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, that's better than Dex. This is still not a spell?
Nope, eye rays are not spells. He has not used a spell yet, which is interesting. I wonder when he's going to start doing that.
Oh man, okay, here's my strength save.
Oh no.
Oh no!
One.
So what happens is you just get launched into the air from a telekinetic ray, throwing you upward 30 feet in an arc. And then gravity takes over. You're going to land, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet to right there. And you're going
Does that gravity thing kick back in and I start to float again?
No, not until you hit the ground, unfortunately. What you are going to take is, I rolled like shit. You only take 4 points of damage, but you do land prone on the ground.
Okay.
Wow, a 2-1-2
I land
or
prone and then
1-2-1.
start to float?
Yeah, you land prone, and then you just kind of start floating there first, like just a little bit off the ground.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Okay, that's
Not
gonna
terrifying
be...
at all.
We are back at the top of the turn order with Blood from a Stone.
Should we take a break and go pee here, or?
Do you want to do that now, or would you rather
Yes.
wait for... Okay, then let's
No,
go
I
ahead
would
and
like to
do
go
that.
pee.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. We are going to take a 10-minute bio break, folks. That way, Eloise can, decompress a little bit. When we get back, we're going to get into the next round. So stay tuned. Howdy, everybody. We are back. We are in the boss battle. It's getting insane. Liam has been shunted to another part of this dimension and is currently getting ready to be attacked by the Langoliers. Everyone else has been hit by some eye rays, and we've got Blood from a Stone trading rapier fences back and forth with Munlin Golden Tongue. So let's get into that. Blood from a Stone, you're up.
Alright, yeah. He's like, I know we've been having fun here, and I would love to stick around. And then he's just gonna kind of like toss this little shit up in the air. He's gonna use his bonus action to disengage.
Mm.
And then since he has doubled his movement, he is just going to boot, scoot, and boogie. You know what? Where are we gonna go? There's a lot of room here, but then there's that big net. You know what? He wouldn't know that cone is there. Is that cone like make any kind of like
visible.
color?
It's 100%
Okay,
visible.
all right.
It's like all the mist in that area has parted, and it's just a blank, empty space.
So it's okay. So he's
It's
looking
very
at that. He's
visible.
like, you know what? Don't go there. Are they? You said they're floating. Like wasn't Eloise floating in it?
A little bit, yeah.
Before? Okay, so yeah, he's definitely not gonna touch that shit. So yeah, he's just gonna kind of. Let's see, it's 10, 20. Yeah, he's boot scooting, boogieing away. And then he's oh god, I completely forgot. And he's gonna turn around and shoot at him because he's just gonna strap the bow out.
Fair enough.
Now, I guess since the hasted action, I get that extra action.
Well, you get the extra attack action, so you get
But it
three
also
attacks.
says you can do dodge, disengage, or dash.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm wondering, should I do? No, he'll just keep his three. He'll keep his 3 shots, so he'll use his actual bonus action to disengage, and then he'll just shoot at him 3 times. Did I click my plus? No, it's gonna be +2 for the archery on that, so 27.
That will hit.
And then that's 25.
Yep, that'll hit.
And 22.
22, just hit. Or no, it does hit.
All right.
No, sorry, nope. It does not hit.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. But you said the 22 doesn't hit.
The 22
so,
does not hit.
It's 24 piercing with 26 ice.
Okay.
Wait, 22 doesn't hit who?
Golden douche.
His AC is. Whew, okay.
We're stupidly high.
I'm not gonna worry about that. That one's not. Nope. I'm not worried about that one.
And then he's gonna be feeling to move even more away. For now.
You hear him kind of cough a little bit, spit out some blood, and says, "Well, I suppose that that whole honor thing and cowardice left off really quickly there, didn't it?"
I'm a thief, you pussy! And then but you know, his friends are in trouble, so he's gonna
You're
help
the
them out.
fucking cat! He yells back. Okay.
He's got to go help the dumb people that are getting caught up in raids and stuff.
Yeah, probably. That's not a horrible idea. Let's see. It is Golden Tongue's turn now. What does he want to do?
Oh god, we're not gonna be able to handle both of them.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I like how they're in formations here, the zombies. That's kind of cute. I forgot that he did that.
Okay. There's a lot of zombies coming right at him. He's not entirely thrilled by that fact. So
Just chop off their arms, take out their teeth, and they're harmless. Michonne showed us this.
Yeah. That's probably true. I think what he's going to do instead is, just probably throw a fireball at him. What size is that? I can never remember. It is 20-foot radius. Yeah. So I'm able to get 12 of them in his range. I'm gonna need all of them to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm just gonna do 2, 1 for each group.
That's fair.
Shit, what was
Yikes.
that? Damn,
Ow.
Yep.
I
want
wasn't
the next.
expecting that.
I mean, I kind of was expecting that. It does not surprise me in the least. Yeah, he cast the spell at 5th level. That's 10d8 damage.
No. Fireball's D6.
Yeah, 8d6 fireball. I need to roll 10 of them.
10d8.
Oh,
You did
10d8,
say
sorry.
D10.
10d6, sorry. 10d6. You're right.
I think it's only 7, but double check.
It increases 1 by each
1
level you
each
go
level
up.
above 3. And since I cast it at 5, it's 2 extra. It's normally 8d6 to start, so at 5th level, it's 10d6.
Oh, I don't know why I was thinking it was 66.
32 points of fire damage.
Right. What are these at? Alright, so it says they have 35 hit points, but I don't know if this is the updated sheet. Do you know what zombies have for hit points to start off with?
22.
I find out.
Okay.
Well, at least that's what your zombies are showing here.
Alright. My sheet says 35 for some reason.
I know
let's
your
see.
zombies are different. I just don't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah, zombies start off with 22 hit points, and then it depends on it. They get more
Yeah.
because of the necromancer, right?
Yeah. So they get more because I believe it's. Let me see. Yeah, because their hit points maximum is increased equal to my wizard level. So that'd be a 15 plus. You said 22.
Yeah,
So it'd be
so
37.
37. They're still alive. Wow.
Yeah.
Now they just smell extra nice.
Ew.
Barbecued dead people.
Crispy.
Just like Mom used to make.
Yuck.
Just black
yeah.
shards of the flesh and skeletons now, man.
That's true.
I don't know why it's letting me touch these AoEs. Like it's not letting me click my zombies, but it's letting me grab the AoEs.
Because the AoEs can be touched by everybody. I moved it, so you're good.
Okay. You said there was how much damage was that? You said 32?
32.
Alright, so they all have 5 hit points. To go through and individually click them all.
Well, while you're doing that, let's go ahead and go down to... Well, actually, it's Vale's turn next.
Alright, then I'll do that later. I don't know
Yeah,
why
here,
it's
I'll
gonna move.
start changing their hit points. You do your turn.
Okay. Well, they're gonna dash up to all the enemies. So the ones that are in the cone, how's that work with movement?
Well, it's kind of weird, honestly, because the zombies are brainless. They can't concentrate on moving. So I'm going to say that they're actually the ones that are in the cone are kind of stuck there.
Okay.
Because it takes active concentration and active thought to be able to move in the cone.
Sorry, I'm not trying to move this cone. I'm trying to get to my zombies.
Yeah.
That wasn't there.
Here.
Okay. There, I think those 12.
Here,
right
you know
now.
what?
Yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
make this a
stop-
little easier.
I'm gonna stop touching it.
I'm moving it onto the map for now.
Okay.
There.
We know where it's at.
Yeah. You see where you can see where it is, but you can't touch it right now.
Okay, perfect. So then let me grab these 4 zombies, or would it be over here?
It would be these 4 right here that you can move. You
Okay,
cannot move
I
these
can grab
2.
4 of them, or is
Yeah.
or is this one over here? Is that one? All right.
I'm going to say that the top 4 you can move.
Okay. So they're gonna dash up to. Where the hell is Golden?
He is to their north.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I just need to move. This computer's so slow. 5. Yeah, they're gonna get right up to him, kind of surround him if they can. There we go.
Oh, he's gonna love that smell.
Yeah, that's good. And then these guys.
Oh, I forgot to use his bonus action. Oh well, I'll do it next time.
Are you moving? I'm not. Are you? Am I moving this, or are you guys moving this?
I'm not moving him. You want me
This
to?
stupid
You want me to move the
computer.
zombies
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah. Can you? Yeah. Can you please move those all over? Golden Tongue.
5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. So
I
they'd be
moved them
able-
back by accident just now, so
Yeah, they wouldn't all be able to get right up on him, but I would be able.
that's fine.
He can get to kind of right about here where they are.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's fine. And then Vale's pretty low on hit points, and there's no point in him being dead. So he's gonna cast Mirror Image on himself, which will trigger Blink with the contingency.
Okay.
And he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can move right over here. And that is going to be his turn. So let me do this. And he is gone.
Poof. Veil disappears after flying, then landing and running off a little bit farther. He has disappeared from the field.
And that's my turn.
His mirror image too, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I still have this freaking cough from COVID. Yeah, that mirror image follows me.
Okay.
I'm trying to mute it and then cough. And then if I need to talk, I have to stop coughing.
Next up is the lair action with Apollyon on deck. The cone is going to move a little bit. Just that eye kind of shifts it somewhat. Just kind of like that. That's it. That's all he's doing. Although I do need Eloise to make me a new Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Since what's up with Jareth? I don't think he's in turn order.
Oh, we probably forgot about him.
Yeah, probably. Go ahead and roll him in initiative.
Okay.
5.
5. It is still affecting you. The baned condition.
Okay.
5. His initiative.
That's okay.
Oh, I accidentally had Vale clicked instead of the bird.
Oh, whoops.
I was right after Golden Tongue. think I was a 22.
There, I fixed it. Okay. With that, it is Apollyon's turn. What are you doing, Apollyon?
You know what I come here to do, baby! 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Uh, 30. Wait. I can't add today. Yeah. 20, 31. 31. Second attack, 21.
21
hits, right?
just hits.
$23 damage.
3 more damage. Got one
Attack
more attack.
number 3. $17, obviously not.
Yeah, 17 does not hit. You stab twice into the Nightmare Child, doing a significant amount of damage, but the Nightmare Child just seems to be hovering there, looking down at you.
And then I'll use my bonus action to Future Sight, gaining an advantage on all saving throws until my next turn.
Nice. Well, good thing you did that. It is the Nightmare Child's turn with Liam on deck. The Nightmare Child is first. Oh, do I want to? No, there's too many people not on the field right now.
What do you mean there are not enough people on the field? Like, of our people, Matthew?
What? I was just talking to myself. Don't mind me.
Uh-huh. Sure. You're only freaking me out. It's fine. Totally fine.
Oh, what do I want to do here? Yeah, I think instead of using its center eye ray like it's been doing, you see the Nightmare Child kind of position itself. Well, actually, hold on. I need to double check that before I do this.
Gonna use its lazy eye.
No, I think I'm going to stick with what it's been doing right now. I kind of like this this combo it's been doing, so I think I'll stick with that central eye in the face focuses on you once again, Apollyon. 31.
Did he...
What?
I'm sorry. Did he move away from Apollyon?
No, he. That was me just kind of fiddling with it a little bit. He's right where he was.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
31 hits.
31 is going to hit. Let me roll a d10 to see what type of damage this is. It is going to be 18 points of fire damage. Next, it is going to use 2 of its eye rays. I think one's going to have to go at Blood from a Stone. The Nightmare Child seemed content to let Blood and Golden Tongue kind of duke it out, but since Blood moved off, not anymore. So, yeah, I'm going to roll a d10 again. That's going to be a 5. Well, hey, this is good for you, at least, Blood. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-huh. Come on.
Uh-oh.
22.
Why do you have advantage on it?
Haste.
Haste. Nice.
Haste.
Yeah. A 22 is going to save. You jump out of the way, flipping backward as that searing slice ray comes flying through the air right where you were standing.
Huh. Probably checks all of his extremities, checks his balls last. He's like, we're good. We're good.
Okay. Yeah, Apollyon. You're gonna make me another a dex saving. You're gonna make me a dexterity saving throw too.
Advantage, bud.
He's got it on all saves.
Oh, well.
Jeez.
You have. Dude, this is
10.
not your night, man.
No, I've been rolling kind of bad.
So, you are hit by the disjunction ray. All magical items that are not an artifact are now non-magical until the start of the Dreamer's next turn.
Oh. All right, that already happened to me.
Yeah,
Oh
that
wait,
did
it
happen.
only lasts one turn.
It only lasts the one turn. Yeah.
Oh shit! I had everything off. Okay, well it's off again, but
Yeah, it's in. It
I
goes
thought I had
until
to go
the.
like a whole fight with that.
Nope. Just until the Dreamer's next turn, but it is. You are going to have to wait until the end of the Dreamer's next turn again. That was its
Okay.
2 eye rays. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the Dreamer.
Except it's got to make a dex save.
Oh, it does need to make its dex save. It also is going to fly up another 5 feet. It is now 15 feet in the air.
Okay.
What was it again? What saving throw
Dex
again?
save.
Sorry, dex save. Thank you. 18.
That is a fail. So the Nightmare Child will be blinded and take the full.
I think it's going to go ahead and just choose to save instead.
All right, half damage then.
Figured. I think it's the blinded part that did it.
Hey, 32
That's
points of
really good
damage. Not bad.
damage. Holy shit! I only rolled one die
Under a
under
5.
under 5.
Mhm.
Wow, that's
Nice
a pretty
roll.
good roll.
Wow.
I think she's stealing all your luck, big guy.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Big hit
Need
with
some
that
crits
one.
up in here.
So is that 32 or 33?
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? You were hit by that telekinetic ray, and we never rolled a con saving throw. Because isn't Incendiary Cloud a concentration
Oh.
spell?
I think so. Yes.
So we need to make sure that this is still active. You just have to
Okay.
roll a 10 because the damage was so low.
Okay. But I have Warcaster, so that's advantage
Mm-hmm.
for a concentration check. Okay. Okay. Advantage. Oof.
Ouch. That sucks. Do you have any way to modify that at all?
Maybe inspiration.
Oh, actually, you would also roll a d4 to subtract from that because you're in that field.
Yeah.
So,
Was the telekinetic thing? That was another ray, or
yeah,
was
it was a ray.
Oh.
It was a ray. So you did take damage from it. You only had to roll a 10, but whatever you rolled, you would have had to roll a d4 and subtract it because you're still baned.
Yeah.
So,
no.
so unfortunately, he would not have taken that damage from the Incendiary Cloud. Sorry.
No, the incendiary cloud would be gone then.
Yes, it would.
All right. Then. Yeah. So then it's his turn ended.
Yep, then his turn just ended. I have modified the damage and all that. That's good. Next, we come up to Liam's turn with Jareth on deck. Here's what's going on for you, Liam. You are just in this fucking temporal space inside the dream realm. While there, a creature is incapacitated and it has to repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn. So you're either going to succeed and you're going to be put back in place, or you're going to fail and take a shit ton of damage.
Right.
So go ahead and make for me a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Nothing big writing on this. Damn freaking big assholes kicking me out of battle! Crit!
Nice. Oh, focusing inward on yourself, the love of your friends, the love of your girlfriend. You just focus on them, trying to gain some control of this weird fucking dimension you're currently in. You focus your mind, just thinking of them, and suddenly, pop! You're back in place.
Ha ha ha! I'm back. Did you miss me, big boy? Ha ha ha!
Well, that was pretty good. That's a good opportune time for a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Jareth with Eloise on deck.
All right, so Jarrett's going to fly. Oh, what's going on? Let me just look at that. Fly over this way. And with the Ring of Spell Storing, he's going to cast Sickening Radiance. Right? Centered on the child.
Okay.
Centered on him, or?
Well, not centered on him. Making it so obviously he's not going to hit Apollyon.
What is the radius?
30 feet, I believe.
I'll give you something for
Hold
that
on.
then.
Did I just... Yeah, all right, thank you.
There, I pulled it out for you.
Let me just double check and make sure it's that 30-foot radius, yeah.
30-foot radius. So there you go. Let's take a look at this. Dim greenish light spreads within a 30-foot radius sphere centered on the point. It when a creature moves into the area for the first time or starts its turn there, so it's going to happen on his next turn. He has to make the con saving throw.
Yep.
Okay, that was Jareth's action to activate the ring.
Actually, can I just turn that a little? I'm trying to think. I want to get it so he's in there more, but
I will let you know, if you do that, you would also be putting Apollyon into the radius.
yeah, no, I was just thinking of swinging it left a little bit, but it's
I could do it a little left. It's it's kind of the same either way, but it's up to you.
Yeah. It's, maybe even a little bit more. No, leave it there. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. That's it for... does Jareth do anything else, or are you staying where he is?
No, he's gonna fly back a little bit.
Okay.
Man, this computer's really irking me. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, at the end of Jareth's turn, the Dreamer is... I think it's gonna go ahead and use its 3 of its actions to regenerate. You see, he's kind of like scuffed up, kind of singed and burnt. He's got a lot of puncture wounds in him from Apollyon, and it seems to just kind of focus, closing all of its eye stalks. And as it does you just see like the shimmery field start to form around it. and those puncture wounds kind of push outward, regaining it. The wholeness, the burns seem to like dissolve away a little bit, and pink flesh is replaced as he regenerates. I'm such a bastard.
Do you regenerate everything?
It's hard to tell, but he definitely looks a little healthier.
But only a little, though, right?
He had a nice glam up.
Yeah. And he seems a little more healthier than he was a little bit ago. Eloise, it is your turn with blood on deck at the top of the turn order.
Yep. I'm gonna see if I can fly over again.
Now, you do have to pick yourself up. You are floating a little bit, but you're still lying prone. So it's going to take half your movement to, reposition yourself upright.
That seems silly if I'm floating, but sure.
Mechanics of the game. What do you want from me?
That still seems silly, but sure. Okay, so then...
She said the same thing about not being able to sleep in a moving wagon.
Alright,
I guess I can only move 3 squares. That's fine. I am going to... It starts off looking like I produce flame in both hands, but then I kind of smash them together, and I squish them and squish them and squish them and squish them until it's this tiny little bead, and then I kind of concentrate, open up my hands so that I cast a sunbeam at him at 7th level.
Ooh, nice. He is going to attempt to counterspell this, just so you know.
Fine.
I mean, can he really see with all those eyes? They seem to be doing other things.
I know, right? Like, how could
Well,
somebody
he's
with
really
that
busy.
many eyes be able to
did
do
close
that?
them all. I mean,
For
did
a
he open
half
them all back
of course
up?
he did. Of course he did. Isn't it just yeah, it's just plus your spellcasting modifier. I gotta figure out what his spellcasting modifier is.
It's probably like 27.
Please don't let it be that.
I think the worst I've ever seen is in a Tarrasque, like 19 for it to hit.
Okay, it's intelligence It's an intelligence roll. Okay. You said it's a 7th level. I have to roll at least a thingy.
I counterspelled his counterspell.
You're counterspelling his counterspell. What level counterspell are you counterspelling?
So how does this work? I've never counterspelled a counterspell.
Here's how it works. Like he used a leveled spell. You are casting the counterspell to counterspell his counterspell. You did see the motions. You can recognize the spell. What level are you casting the spell at?
All right. Would I be able to know? Would I be able to tell if he's casting it at a higher level?
You have no way of knowing.
All right, because.
So here's how it works. If he casts counterspell at 3rd level and you cast counterspell at 3rd level, it would have just canceled out. It's not going to. I'm just telling you this ahead of time. You don't know what level he is casting it at, though.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna cast it at level 4.
Okay, so you are still going to have to make this roll. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make an intelligence check.
Roger.
It's a good thing for you.
Like an intelligence save or just
No,
an
just
intelligence?
check. Just a check.
Okay.
D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Yep. That is a 17.
17. You did counterspell his counterspell. Eloise's
I
spell
used-
goes off.
Oh,
I
thank
used the 6th level counterspell when I was piloting Veil. It was a big moment.
God. Oh, it won't let me.
I think
cast
you knocked
it.
I think you
Counterspell,
patched
counterspell,
a couple of
counterspell,
counterspells
counterspell.
that route in that fight in the prison.
It's not asking me to what level I want to cast my spells at all tonight.
That's weird.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna have to add another.
Level 9.
Hold up. I need over here. There should be an extra D8. So 28. And he needs to make a con save.
Con save.
Yeah.
Con save is a
Ooh.
20.
Is a fail.
Okay.
So he takes full damage and is blinded.
Well, he is not going to be blinded, so he's only going to take half damage.
Of course.
Burn through those resistances, baby.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, it works.
absolutely. But let's see, that is 27 points of damage. No, 28 points of damage.
28.
Halved.
So 14. 14 points of radiant damage.
14 points of radiant damage, and another. Oh, you know what? He should have had advantage on that saving throw. I've been forgetting to do that.
Oh, man.
'Cause he does have magical resistance. I've just been forgetting.
So he just didn't need to use
He
a
did-
legendary.
He probably didn't need to use it the last time he used it, but oh well.
Yeah.
But you've at least burned through one of them. That it for your turn, Eloise?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he is going to use the last of his legendary actions. I'm going to need Veil a strength saving throw from you.
From Veil?
From Veil.
Is he in the ethereal plane?
Are you? I thought you...
Oh.
Oh, that's right, you are. Never mind. My mistake.
Well, then you couldn't have counterspelled.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have been able to counterspell.
Well, can I counterspell because I could see him?
No, you could not. If you're on the ethereal plane, you're on a completely different plane than everyone else. You can see what he's doing, but you can't counterspell someone on
Can't
on a different plane.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what the way I read counterspell. It's a reaction which you take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you cast a spell. I figured when I think of the ethereal plane, I think of like when Frodo puts on the ring and he could see everything around him.
Yes,
They
but
just can't.
you can see it just fine. You saw it happen, but he's
Okay.
on the dream plane. You're on the ethereal plane. So
Okay.
you can't... If he was on the ethereal plane, you could have counterspelled it. But because you're on a
Okay.
different plane as him, the spell just wouldn't touch him because you're on two separate realities.
Okay, so yeah, for some reason I thought it was just a cool thing to do while you're blinking. So I guess I
You
so I can't even interact with anybody at all, even
No.
though I could see them.
Nope, because you're on a different plane of existence.
It only took 3.5 years to learn this. Luckily, this is the first time it came up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so retro. You're on counterspell to her
So-
thing.
So
You got to
then
make a roll.
he would have had to roll, yes, to try to counterspell her spell.
Right.
He cast it at a 5th level, which she casted at a 7th, so he still has to roll. He has to beat a
Okay.
DC 17 to do that.
All right. Game on.
So do I get my counterspell back, right?
You get your
Yes.
counterspell back.
Okay. 4th level spell slot.
15 did fail.
Oh, thank God.
So the damage still took hold, though
Ah.
though he did not need to use resistance to get over it because he did roll at advantage. Everything else fast forwards back to
Alright.
where it needs to be.
D&D.
Fucking D&D, people. Okay. That's it for Eloise's turn. At the end of her turn, now I still have my one legendary action I still need to use. This is... How many feet do I have? It's only 60 feet. I can't do him because he's not there. I'll go ahead and do Liam. I need you, Liam, to make a strength saving throw.
All right. $15.
15. You are thrown at an angle 30 feet into the air. You go flying downward. You're going to 5, 10, 15. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to right about here. Now, here's the weird thing. You're a monk. So, slow falling is a thing for you. Chances are you're not going to take any damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you have your reaction, you could probably negate this damage. So it's only 3d6. I rolled a 12. How much can you negate?
Something like 45 or 50 or something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid. So
it's 5 times my monk level, yeah.
You go flying through the air, do a half gainer, then a triple somersault, and land on the ground in the middle of this field, at which point you start floating.
Triple Lindy.
I need you to make a con saving throw.
Of course. Damn, I've been avoiding that so well up until now. Oh my god!
Nice.
He sees my rolls before I do. Your reaction throws me
I know.
off.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
You're good.
Yeah, good news is you are not baned. So there's that. And now we come to Blood from a Stone.
Would I get some kind of advantage seeing that he's got a lot of friends? I know I'd at least attack if I hit.
You're talking about Golden Tongue?
Golden Douche.
So yes, you would have advantage on this shot because he is currently surrounded by zombies.
Yeah, we gotta put at least one on him. Dude, I can't fucking just.
I know. You need to hit him. I agree.
He's a cat and he's playing with a toy. So, all right, yeah, we're gonna fire at least one at him. I clicked. Oh, it was almost a 20. Oof. Just barely stuck on that 14. That 29 will hit him.
Yes, sir.
So that's 30, 43, 44 total on that.
44 points of damage. Very nice. Okay, that was your first hit. What else you got?
Big guy, or does he keep going for his obsession? He's gonna be a teeny bit selfish for at least one more round. Both of them are going to Golden Douche. Oh, see there. Now I get it.
You're going after Golden Tongue again?
Yes. And of course, the crit comes when I don't do the sneak attack.
That's usually how it works.
The 21, it clicked the sneak again. I unclicked the thing, but it still rolled 20. So that one's just the 24. And then this is the crit, so this will have double the 25, 35, 38 on this third one.
Okay. Looking hurt, but still up.
All right, and then I guess, is this room bigger than really what it looks like?
More or less, yeah.
I could get
infinite.
I could get around the cone without, moving, because I can only move so much on the game board.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you,
all right.
Well, with your feline agility, are you using your feline agility this turn?
Yeah, because I didn't. No, I used that to get where I. No.
Because
I used it again. I've still got 60.
Then you see where I have the 60 at the end?
Yeah.
You could get to right there based on where you are.
And then, I mean, since I didn't use a bonus action, I can even dash. I mean, I'll get to at least there. And then 50. We'll move over here. So another 60 over.
Okay.
So yeah, that's him.
Next up is Golden Tongue. Does not like being surrounded by this many people. I mean, who would? God, what do I want to do?
Are zombies still people, though?
Well, they're zombies anyway.
Of course they're people.
We'll start the zombie rights movement after this.
Fuck yeah, we will.
I think he's going to go ahead and dimension door his ass out of there. And appear pretty far down on the other side of the field over here. He is then going to pop a potion, as he really should. Okay. Okay. That is going to be it. I should probably go through a bit right about there. There we go. That's going to be it for Golden Tongue. He is all the way over there. Veil, you're up next.
All right, so I had a question. You said he's floating in the air, right?
He is floating in the air. He's about 15 feet off the ground right now.
All right, if he got knocked prone, would he fall?
You have no idea.
All right. I'm just gonna. I'm going to cast
Are you
Fairy
back?
Fire on him.
Are you back on this plane of existence?
Yeah, I pop back in.
Okay,
And,
you pop back
I'm
into
gonna-
existence.
Yep. And I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on him. It's gonna be a DC 21. I believe it's a Dex.
It is a dex.
Okay, your action to cast Fairy Fire. That is a 21. That is a save.
All right, I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs as a reaction to have him re-roll that. Hold on, let me pull up Silvery Barbs.
Yeah, you do still have your reaction. Okay. New dexterity saving throw. That's a 29, so
Oh
the
my
21
God.
still holds.
All right, and then is Apollyon? Are you reckless, Apollyon?
Yeah.
You reckless and raging?
Yep.
Oh, I haven't even
All right,
been
then,
taking into account his recklessness when I'm doing the center
Yeah.
eye ray.
You didn't do any attacks. Oh,
Yeah, the center eye ray is as a regular
that
attack,
counts
so
as
I
an
should,
attack roll.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll remember that next time.
I'm gonna give Liam advantage on his next with the Silvery Barbs on his next ability check, saving throw, or attack.
There you go.
Okay.
And then did I see where Golden Tongue went?
Yeah, how misty is it in here? Is it obscure at distances?
At high distances, it is slightly obscured. It's considered at least partial cover. You can kind of see him at a distance, but he is pretty far away.
All right. The zombies are going to head towards him.
Okay, would you like me to do that for you? Or can you do
Yes, please.
it? You got it.
You just put him 40 feet, like, do the whole cluster and just count 40 feet
10,
up.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet to right there. Trying to keep them out of the radius. I can't remember what this was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stinking Cloud or something like that? Or
Sickening Radiance, yeah. Alright, and I'm going to use a lucky point on that. You're right, and I'm back on the ethereal plane.
You are
And
back
then
on
we
the
subtract
ethereal
lucky
plane.
point.
Okay. Next up, it is the lair action's turn. I don't think I'm going to... I might move it just a touch. I am going to need Liam and Eloise to make another con saving throw, please.
Okay.
Real quick, did anybody use one of my lucky points last game?
Yes.
Not this time around, did we? I thought we did when we were in the prison,
Last time.
but not at the beginning or start of the fight. I know we did in the prison.
Yeah, I don't think.
So have I had a long rest, I guess? The
Yeah.
question is.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay.
used 2 of them in the prison.
Okay.
I know that, but that was like what, a week?
Yeah,
Time
that was days
between-
ago.
Yes, that was. So I thought you had to use it one at the start of when you were heading up to the Dreaming Tree. Am I remembering wrong?
I could go back and
Was
see
it
if
marked
he had
off on the
any.
sheet? Because I long rested your sheet and reset everything. So if there was one off, then I probably did use it.
Yeah, there was one off.
Okay, so there you go. Because I know
Yeah,
they
I
did
think
long rest.
I think I used it on something with a spell that was gonna mess you up real bad.
Okay.
That
Alright,
might
so
be why
I'm
he's
down to
only
1
got
then.
Half why he's not dead and he had 42 instead of 0.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. Still got 1 lucky point left, at least.
Yep.
For the layer action, like I said, I need those con saving throws. I see them.
14.
Okay.
Can.
Well, the both of you are baned right now.
Great.
Apollyon, it is your turn.
Liam, you did, if you wanted to, you did have an option to get advantage on that.
Oh, that's
But I don't know
right.
if you want to take it.
That
I don't know
was
if you want to use
saving
it for that
throw,
or
so
saving.
yeah, that was the next thing. Okay.
Yeah, so it's up to you if you want to use it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Right.
I did worse.
Yeah. So yeah, still a failure, still baned.
Eh.
Apollyon, you're up next.
All right, I'm deciding what to do here. I guess I'm gonna use my Hexblade's Curse as a bonus action and curse the Dreamer.
Okay. That's not a saving throw or anything, is it?
I don't think so. Choose a creature within 30 feet of you. The target is cursed for 1 minute. The curse ends early if the target dies, you die, or are incapacitated. Until it ends, I gain a bonus to damage rolls against it. The bonus is equal to my proficiency bonus, and any attack roll I make against the target is a critical hit on a 19 or a 20.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, that was your
And then
bonus section.
Yep, I'll reckless attack. Crit, baby!
There you go.
Nice.
Plus an extra 5 because of Hexblade Curse.
Mm-hmm.
So 11, 22, 26, 36, 48. 48 damage.
Ouch. Big hit from Apollyon.
I'll take
That'd
it.
be 58, right? No, never mind.
No, 48.
Yep.
Okay.
Attack again.
Another crit.
Wow!
Holy
Actually,
balls.
on the first crit, I should have had more damage because of brutal critical. One additional damage die.
Weapon die. So yeah, roll one
Okay.
more d6.
I'm just gonna roll 2d6 because I'm gonna get it on this one too.
That's fair.
Okay, so an extra 6 plus when I click this. Boom. Plus another 5. So
41, 46.
yep.
46. Wow. 2 huge hits from Apollyon with that trident, stabbing into him twice. You got one more hit.
Third attack. 19 is a crit.
Well, no, it has to be on the
Wow.
dice
19
roll.
on the die.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I was like,
I
what?
got so excited.
Yeah.
I got so
for you.
excited.
That would have been so amazing.
But you only rolled a 7 on the die. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Still,
Um,
2 crits in a row. You got to appreciate that.
And I did my. Okay, yeah, no, I'll save that. All right. Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay. The dreamer, is starting to look hurt. He's got some ichor pouring out from his side. He's looking a little worse for wear.
Oh, do my magic items start working at the beginning of
At the end of his next turn.
the end? Okay.
Yes. But it is his next turn. So let's go ahead and start that off. We're going to do that central eye ray. We're going to be doing this at advantage.
He's got to do the save first.
Oh, Sickening Radiance. Yeah.
Sickening Radiance is a save first.
DC
Okay, what is
21 con, I believe. I'll throw it up again. Hold on. The DC 21 con.
21 con. 22 did save,
Dang.
but will take the 12 points of damage. Okay.
No, I don't think he takes any damage.
Takes no damage off that?
Uh,
Yep, you're right. Takes no damage. Okay. Now he is going to be making his attack with the center eye ray first. That's still focusing on Apollyon. Let's roll that d10 to see what kind of damage
Bring
it
it.
is. Only rolled a 20. What's your AC right now?
18.
Oof, still a hit.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
14 points of acid damage.
Acid.
Acid.
Okay, this isn't a melee attack though, right? It's considered
Well-
a ranged attack.
It's considered a ranged attack, yeah.
Okay. All right, 14 acid damage.
Is that
Well-
18 counting in your +2 from haste?
No, but I mean 20 still hits.
Oh yeah, it was okay.
Matt, did you get your advantage for him being
I
reckless?
did. I did actually
Okay.
roll at that time. Thank you. Next, it's got 2 eye rays. Veil is still off this plane of existence. How far away is blood? Okay, so I'm going to roll a d4. 1 Apollyon, 2 Liam, 3 Eloise, 4 blood. That's going to be going to blood from a stone. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Ooh, I'm guessing I'm gone.
So here's what happens. This ray focuses on you, and you start feeling something pushing out from your flesh, like a chest exploder from Aliens. This stalk just pushes out from your clothes and focuses an eye directly at you.
Okay.
You feel quite odd. Like, it's almost as though this thing has a mind of its own and it's attempting to vie for power from you.
Oh.
You currently have a sprouting gift on your shoulder.
Oh no.
Fun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got one more ray to do. That's gonna be at Eloise.
Oh.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, man. And this is another ray.
It is another ray.
Ooey.
Don't worry, I'll use a spell eventually. Maybe.
Dexterity save.
It's gonna be a level
okay.
9 spell.
Probably.
Great. Awesome. All right. 11.
That is a failure, I'm afraid. Eloise, you are now slowed. You can your speed is halved for 1 minute. In addition, you cannot take reactions, and you can only do either an action or a bonus action, not both.
I mean, I only ever do one on a turn anyway.
Yeah, that's
That's true.
So to hit anyone with that probably means best.
I'm gonna put this little snail thing and this little yellow thing so I can see it. But you are currently slowed. You can make this. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay.
I think it's actually going to move around Apollyon to get out of this field and to get a little bit more
Attack of
into.
opportunity.
He's
Can you make?
staying within
Yeah,
your-
he's staying within 5 feet of you. Can you make an attack of
Oh,
opportunity?
No,
I
guess
stopped
not.
concentrating
Only
then.
he's just pivoting.
He's just pivoting.
Pivot.
Hmm.
Pivot.
And in that
Pivot.
moment, Jareth immediately stops concentrating on the spell and it disappears. That's going to be the end of the Nightmare Child's turn. Liam, you're up next with
That's
Jareth
just-
on Devik.
It's just an awesome.
All right, and as Baned, I remove a D4 from any attack I take.
No, just saves.
Just saving
Attacks
throws.
and saves. Just saves.
Just saving
Okay.
throws.
All right, so it looks like it's gonna take me. It's double distance to get out of this, right?
Well, it's not considered difficult terrain or anything like that, no.
I guess I saw Eloise having trouble with it. I thought there was something.
She was on the ground.
Yeah, she was prone. It was just weird.
Gotcha.
Actually,
Okay.
I was
technically
prone,
you're
but
prone
floating.
too because you were thrown in there. So you are prone right now.
Well, I take 5 feet of movement to get up, so
That's
that's
fine.
not a big deal for Liam.
Yeah.
All right, so how high? You said 15 feet off the ground?
15 feet off the ground right now.
Would you allow me an item interaction with my collapsible bridge to angle up to him so I can have a slanted runway?
What would you lean it on to make it slanted?
I mean, I'm standing on mist ground right now, right? I just
Well-
want to lean it against him, on like his foot.
On the Dreamer itself? How
Yeah,
big
so I
how
can-
big is it? The bridge?
It goes up to 20 feet.
You might hit him in the knee or the shin.
I'm going to say, yeah, I'll allow it. It's going to take an acrobatics check to get up it without it falling or anything like that. But I'll allow an attempt.
All right.
Oh my god, you're gonna be like one of those those people who like use the
It's a
ladder to, like,
26.
climb-
So
climb
this
things?
is I find a balance point
Hold on.
somehow.
Before we
Maybe.
get to that, we need to look at the bridge. How does the bridge work? Is it an action to extend it, or is it an item interaction? Because there are differences.
Right. I don't have I was looking for a handout on this, and I remember you saying there's just a couple buttons to push on the side, and I would accept that as a bonus action because that's what it is for my rod. It would make sense. But it's your crafted item, so it's totally your call.
You know what? I'll allow a bonus action for that. Bonus action to press the button, then you go running up it. You have it sitting there on his foot. It's not going to sit there for more than a second, but that second is all you need with that 26 acrobatics check.
Awesome. Okay. I'm trying real hard to get in melee with this guy. All right. I'm up there. I've used my bonus action. I'm going to start with my some Hemocraft abilities here. I'm going to use my Blood Curse of the Marked.
You already used a
Use
bonus
with-
action to extend the.
Oh, that's
the
right.
bridge.
I can't use that. Oh, unfortunately. Okay. So I just have 3 attacks then. You are correct. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I don't suppose these are at advantage because of Apollyon on the other side?
No. No.
I like your gumption, though.
Yeah, I gave you a lot already with, the bridge and everything. I'm afraid, no, this is not going to be an advantage.
19 was the highest roll.
Which does not hit, I'm afraid.
No.
I wanted this for you, I really did. But unfortunately, as you go running up, the Dreamer just kicks its foot out. Pushing the bridge away. You go flipping backwards, have to somersault and land on the ground. You don't take any damage for it, but you weren't able to hit him.
Ah.
I know.
That's my turn.
Jareth is up next with Eloise on deck.
All right. I mean, the only thing he could do is, hold me, just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so he's going to fly up and do a flyby, kind of scratch at one of those eyes with his talons, and then fly back this way, granting advantage to the next person who attacks him.
Okay, I like it. At the end of Jareth's turn, I think it's time for the Nightmare Child to use two of its legendary actions to do an eye ray. So let's do an eye ray. I'll roll a d4 again. Why not? Let's see who he's gonna hit. 1 Apollyon, 2 Liam, 3 Eloise, 4 blood. Or actually, no, I'm going to leave blood out of it for this one. The fourth one, it's going to be 1 Apollyon, 2 Liam, 3 Jareth, and 4 Eloise. 2 Liam. Liam, you are going to be having to do a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, that's my best roll. I'll take that one. Whew, 27.
27 does succeed. And you are not burnt to a crisp from the disintegration ray.
Whew. Alright.
Yeah.
the
No
cone-
damage done, but no damage taken. All right.
I know that the cone is technically a lair action, but did it move with the Nightmare Child?
It didn't move with the Nightmare Child, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Just
it does. It only moves on the lair action turn. It's the
Mhm.
dream realm. It can just
Gotcha.
place things where it wants. Okay, next up is Eloise's turn with blood on deck. Eloise,
That
what are
was
you doing?
technically only one eye ray.
Yeah, because it was a legendary action to do it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, then I'm going to open up my re-aim and open up my hands again and hit him with another sunbeam. So I think for him that means dex con save.
Con save. At advantage, because I need to remember it's got magical resistance. That's a 24.
Dang it! All right, so you take half. Oh.
Jareth is going to expend a silvery barbs out of the ring.
Okay.
Does he re-roll one d20 or both?
Just one d20, and then he chooses. The target must re-roll the d20 and choose the lower of the two rolls.
Okay.
How much can that hold?
It's a five levels of spell. So the Signaling Radiance is level 3, and then I throw 2 silvery barbs in there.
Got it. Okay. One more. What did we say it was again? I can't remember. It was
One more.
Just a d20.
No, dexterity. Is it dexterity?
Oh.
Yeah,
Con
dexterity.
save.
Con save. Thank you. Con save. Still succeed.
Hey!
All right, and then I'm going to give. Let's see. Jareth granted the next person to hit advantage, which in turn order would be Apollyon. So I'm going to give Liam the advantage again that he could use on his next attack, saving throw, or ability check.
Cool.
Okay.
Or you don't need to use it like your next turn. It just needs to be within a minute. So you can hold on to it if you want to.
Understood. All right.
Okay.
But I need to call advantage before I use it, right?
Yeah. You need to
No.
call when you just can call when you're using it.
Okay.
Yeah, like so. Say you failed, then you could say, "Okay, I want to use
Okay.
my advantage."
I gotcha. I've got a lucky point. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's half is 23 points of radiant damage.
23 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, and then
Yep. You only
there's
got
no point in trying to move out of this cone because I'm not gonna be able to get out of it. But I'm gonna try and move a little bit further back. 1, 2, 3. In slow, I only get half my movement, right?
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
cool. So then that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to use another legendary action, and blood, that eye stalk that has sprouted out from your shoulder, looks directly into your eyes. It like comes squirming out and around, and then just looks into your face. And I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. You do have advantage on this because of Hero's Feast.
Oh, that's right.
19.
That is a failure. You feel the influence of the dreamer filling your mind. Until the end of your next turn, you must act under the dreamer's direction.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, it's your turn at the top of the turn order with Munlin then on deck after that. So I would like for you to do me a really big favor, Blood.
Hasn't all of his things been 19?
They have been. This
That
one
wasn't
isn't.
what he said.
And so I need you to make 3 shots with your bow. I would like you to take 1 at Jareth and 2 at Eloise.
You make me kill another bird.
Yeah, I am. Because you know you wanted to do this.
It's only an 11, but it's a 26.
A 26 is going to hit Jareth.
I don't even need to roll.
No,
the
you
damage
don't.
on that one.
He poofs out of existence. He only had 1 hit point. And Jareth is gone.
Yeah.
I'm assuming both of those hit you, Eloise.
Yeah.
Oof, it's a lot of piercing.
Good news is
31.
there's no sneak attack on this, Eloise.
31 plus
Yeah.
another 15.
And I only take half of the ice, so
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
Mhm.
then just 38
8 ice.
total.
38.
Yeah, 31 for the piercing, 7 for the ice.
You're not concentrating on anything right now, are you, Eloise?
Nope.
Okay.
Hang on.
Sunbeam.
Sunbeam concentration.
It is concentration, so...
Yes, it is.
So you just need to get a 10 each. Yeah.
No, it's
Well-
it's half of the total damage
So
rounded
it'd be a
down.
10.
So for
A
the
10
first
for both
one,
of them.
16 plus 4 would be
20.
a 20, so
10.
10. So yeah, it would be a 10 each time.
They're
So
both
you're good.
they're 10 each time.
Okay. So then, hang on. Let me get rid of. What was it? 30, 38?
No, it's 20 and 18, so 10
38.
and 10. You need 10 and
No,
10.
no, I know, but I'm trying to get the damage off. Hold on. Give me. a
Oh
second.
yeah, 38 total, yes.
Hey, Polly, remember to turn your magic items back on.
Yes, your magic items are back on right now.
Nice, nice.
What was the AC of that thing?
The AC of what?
Oh.
The Dream Child?
About
21.
21, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's
because I remember one, like a
You just wanna
23
take
hit,
that
but I don't
both
remember
of
what
them,
didn't
or-
hit.
Fuck!
Something like that.
Ugh.
Sunbeam is gone.
Sorry. Not my fault. I didn't do it.
Oh, you definitely just get pincushioned in the back, Eloise, and you look back to see Blood from a Stone holding his bow like that, going, "I'm sorry."
What the fuck?
Oh, and
Did-
just to be a dick, since the Dreamer is still in control of you, until the end of its following turn, I'm going to have you just prostrate yourself on the ground and bend over, worshiping the Dreamer.
Dang it.
Oh.
Blood
that's
has
not
not.
blood. Okay. Alright,
Blood
that makes sense.
Blood's debased himself far worse. So this is nothing. He traveled with Apollyon for 6 months before he met everybody. He has seen some shit and probably participated every once in a while. So
Yeah, that's it for Blood's turn. Next up, we have the bard, that spoony bard, up here at the very top of everything. God, let's see here. No, nobody's a Final Fantasy 4 fan. Oh well.
I mean, I think that's
7,
I have on
10,
my PS1, but I can't get it to play.
7, 10, and 12, I think, are the ones I played.
It's okay. Spoony Bard is a line from the original U.S. port. Oh God, what do I want Golden Tongue to do?
What is Golden Tongue? Is he a bard?
Yeah, he's a bard. That's why I called him a Spoony Bard.
That's right. You're right.
I think I am gonna have, yeah. I think he is going to be... This is so complicated. I think he's going to cast a Force Cage around Apollyon.
Oh my god.
Okay. Is there a saving throw for that?
I
No.
don't think so.
You have to just describe how you're laying it out, though.
So, prison can be a cage or a solid box as you choose. A prison in the shape of a cage can be up to 20 feet in diameter on its side and is made of blah, blah, blah. A prison in the shape of a box can be 10 feet on its side, creating a solid barrier that prevents any matter from getting through it. I mean, I feel like that's probably the logical thing to do to stop Apollyon from killing his master. Right?
Yeah, you don't want my input.
You said solid matter?
Yeah, let's see, a
It
prison
doesn't
in the shape
matter
of a
what your
box.
name is!
Yeah, I think he's going to go with that and just create a force cage around you, Apollyon. It's kind of a dick move, but, you know, why wouldn't he?
Alright.
You are now in a 10-foot by 10-foot solid freaking cube, pushing you away from the Nightmare Child.
So I've kind of been waiting for Veil to come back into existence, and once he does, I'm shouting to him, I need to fly! If you're not gonna stay in the battlefield, at least make me fly!
I don't think I can make you fly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what your spells are.
I mean, if you want him to take it literal, he polymorphs you into a bird.
That would be
Um,
so worthless in this battle. How dare you even think of it?
Here, I'll pop up Force Cage just so you can read it.
Maybe turn yourself into a bird and fly me up there. Man, get him on the ground. Something. I can't reach him.
Yeah.
It's so easy to evade Liam. Just float a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah. Damn these boss battles and their difficulty. However, it's Necthros Veil's turn. What's Veil doing?
All right. So, give me 1 second. Let me pull up this. He pops back into existence. Right here. I'm going to. I'm gonna look at Liam and see him struggling at trying to reach this guy, and thinking he's 15 feet off the ground.
Yeah, right now he is 15 feet off the ground.
All right. He's gonna cast Polymorph on Liam, and make him change into a giant ape.
Okay.
Giant ape. Okay.
Do you have the stats for that?
I am pulling it up now.
I can't wield my weapon as a giant ape.
Oh, you won't need weapons as a giant ape.
All right. If it's the only way I can hit him.
As long as you agree, are you fighting? Are you resisting the spell?
Technically can.
No, because I thought you were gonna make me fly, so I was ready to accept whatever spell you gave me. So that's my current mindset.
All right.
So I'm a giant ape.
You're a giant ape. There you are, and you should now have the character sheet, the access to it.
All right.
And then he's going to, with his bonus action, tell the zombies to continue to attack. I can't see where Golden Tongue is.
I'll move them 40 feet.
Oh, wait, I see him now. All right. Yeah, so move him like 40 feet, just in this direction, kind of on the same plane.
Yep.
But yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Yep, I just moved him 40 feet for you.
All right. And without looking it up, I guess I'll look it up on my own time. I think that's all I could do. I think I'm just gonna roll for All right, I'm gone again.
Okay, poofs out of existence once again. It is now the lair action. Lair is going to kind of move a little bit. That way it wants more people in it.
Well, it definitely is a big drop in my AC.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect your
No.
affect your hit points.
No, that's awesome. It's more than doubled my hit points temporarily.
Yep.
Okay.
I can work with this.
It moves that. I need Liam and I need Eloise to make that con saving throw again.
Okay.
And this is not.
I'm now making this as a
concentration thing.
giant ape.
This is normal con.
19.
19 saves.
His
22!
con's better than mine.
22 saves. You are no longer baned.
Oh, do I have to roll a d4 for that con save though?
Actually, yeah, you technically do.
Oh, yeah, then I fail. Any
Well, no,
negative to 19, I lose.
You are not baned from your last round, remember? It
Okay.
moved to put you in it, so you were not baned that
I
round.
see. I'm still figuring this thing out. I gotcha.
But I do need that
19.
D4. 19. Hey, that is a success.
Woo!
Nice.
Not baned, but I'm still slowed.
You are still slowed. Let me double check when that ends.
I think she could reattempt after her turn.
At the end of each of their turns, yeah. So, at the end of your turn, you should have done that.
Oh. Okay. What's the save on the slow?
Dexterity.
Okay. And it's. But the slow was another ray, right?
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay. 16.
16 is still a failure, so you are still slowed.
Still slowed. Okay.
Okay, that was it for the layer actions. Apollyon, I'm sorry. You're in a completely sealed off force cage.
Is it just like pitch black, like I can't see anything?
Basically, yeah.
I thought you could see everything. he just can't do anything.
Let me double check that one.
It says it's
I always
solid.
picture it like a.
so-
Yeah, it says it's
picture it like-
solid.
oh, okay.
I assume if it's solid, that means you can't see through it.
I always picture it like a blue ice cube.
Well, I'm gonna use Second Wind.
Yeah, I always imagine translucent because previously we put the thing in the cage and Apollyon barely hit it through the bars because he couldn't see the bars.
Well, no, he could. There were bars, so there are gaps in between them. That's what he was able
but they
to
were
see
invisible, weren't they?
through. No, the bars weren't. Just the gaps you could see through.
But I put the dragon in the force cage, but it was solid, and he was able to teleport out. Using. I don't remember what
Magic.
he used.
Yeah.
I don't think a dragon would have fit into a 10-foot by 10-foot.
No,
It-
you used the
it-
bars.
Yeah, it would have had to
maybe
be
I
the
did
bars
use the
because
bars.
it
That's
would have
how
been.
Apollyon was
Okay.
able to stab
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
it would have been
Okay,
the 20
you're
foot
right.
one.
Yep, you're right.
So let's see the target schemes. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Prison is cage or solid box as you choose. The prison. It really doesn't say. It just says a cage or a solid box as you choose. So I would say, no, I'll allow it. I'll allow you to be able to see at least a little bit of indistinction outside of it. Like it's slightly transparent.
Okay, so. But if I cast a spell, I can't affect anything on the outside?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I use my Second Wind to regain some health, and that's all I can do.
Okay. That's it for Apollyon's turn. At the end of Apollyon's turn, I'm going to have it use its last legendary action. Should I be a really horrible person? It doesn't matter. I can do that later.
Yeah, just murder us.
I think I'm just going to, let's see, 60 feet. No, out of the way. Yeah, I would say this is gonna, really the only thing I can do with this too is Eloise. Eloise, give me a strength saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Strength.
Yeah.
And this is against.
It's telekinetic shove ability.
Okay, but not a spell.
Not a spell, no.
Okay. Six.
Oof. Failure. You are thrown 30 feet into the air, and then dropped. You're gonna take a total of... Yeah, that's not what I meant to hit.
Ah! Oh.
Yeah, ignore the D100. I did not mean to roll that. It's 3d6. You're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are technically prone. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
The spell says either 3d6 or 1d100, you know.
Yeah.
I'll take the 3d6, thanks.
You know, DM discretion.
DM discretion. Okay, now it is the Nightmare Child's turn.
It's just a
Earning its name.
It is. It very much is. It's got a prostrated blood over there. Yeah, prostrated. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we were talking about
Play-
pegging earlier today. So.
play your cards right. I mean,
Yeah.
find dinner first. He's respectful.
I haven't really used any spells yet, and I've been saving this one, so I don't really want to do it right now.
How is the Nightmare King looking, by the way?
I mean, he's looking pretty hurt. He absolutely is. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use its good old faithful central eye ray at Liam. This is at a normal attack. I assume a 28 hits.
Oh yeah, my AC is 12 right now.
Okay, it's going to be 18 points of
The laughter.
acid damage.
was great.
18 points of acid. Gotcha.
Acid damage. And now has 2 eye rays. Well, I mean, Apollyon's in a force cage. He doesn't really need to worry about it. It's going to just kind of move a little bit like this. It's then going to, let's see, I guess I'll roll a d6. 1 and 2 is Liam, 3 and 4 is Eloise, 5 and 6 is Blood. 1 and 2 is Liam. Liam is going to take the first eye ray. 10. Ouch. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Liam. As
All
a
right.
giant ape.
As a giant ape.
Still got advantage.
Oh, do I?
You're still
Oh, that's right. I'm still
Yeah,
hasted.
you are still hasted. While Koines
That's
gets
a
up and
12.
does jumping jacks. Yeah, that is a failure.
Yeah.
You're going to take 47 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Whatever burns through the monkey goes to you.
Oh, it doesn't even come close to burning through this monkey. This thing is loaded with AC, or hit points, man.
Wow, nice. Nice. So, so far you've taken 18 from the acid and then 47 from the necrotic, but you're still a monkey. Gotta love that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll one more d6. Same thing. 1 and 2 is Liam. 3 and 4 is Eloise. 5 and 6 is Blood. That would be blood from a stone. I rolled a 6. I need you to make your prostrated on the ground. I can't. God damn. You're prostrated on the ground. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, that's great.
Maybe you need to have a conversation with Brandy there, Matt.
I mean, I could say so many things right now. So many things. So many.
Only so much time.
Yes, yes. Strength saving throw, Blood.
Oh, it's a 16.
16 is a failure, but you know what? It's just going to pull you 30 feet along the ground toward it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 2 right there. Because now that it has that eye ray on, or eye stalk coming out of you, it's not really too concerned about you. That is it for the Nightmare Child's turn. Liam, you're up next.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3 fist attacks. Ugh. I am going to use the advantage from Silvery Barbs to try advantage on one of those.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Hey!
There you go.
Yeah.
25.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow.
He does damage when he hits, yeah.
Why we never get hit by a giant ape? God damn.
What's your plus 9 too, right? To hit.
Yeah. D20 plus 9, yeah.
28 points of damage. Wow. You missed twice, but that third one connects right in the stomach of the Nightmare Child, and he just kind of oofs a little bit.
I'm big.
You are big. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, don't get bonus actions.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I feel like it should probably do an eye ray at somebody, and I just kind of want to do it directly at you because he does choose.
I would at me, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what eye ray he's going to do. He's doing a number 7. This is your favorite one. Charisma saving throw to try to not be temporarily shunted.
Oh no. Matt,
I know.
I need a nat 20.
You probably do as a monkey. But you pulled off a
Game
few.
Over. 17.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a failure. You are temporarily shunted to a far corner of the dream realm. Ouch. That's it for your turn. Eloise, you're up next.
Does that seem like something that the dreamer has to concentrate to do?
No.
No, eye rays do
Okay.
not cause concentration, just spells.
Okay, well then, I'm just gonna take my greater healing potion,
Okay,
cause
that's just
Owie.
your bonus action there.
yeah, but I'm still slowed, so that's my all.
This is true.
Well, I'm gonna get up, and then I'm gonna take it.
Fair enough.
So a whole 13.
13 points of healing. Every little bit helps.
Sure.
At
That's
the
my
end
turn.
of that, I assume you can still move, so feel free to move.
I mean, if I have half because I'm slowed, and then I used half of that to stand up.
So you can move 5 feet.
Ugh. Okay, cool. I will move here. I don't know. Doesn't matter. No matter where I move, I'm gonna stay in the thing, so it doesn't really matter.
Probably.
What's the save to shake off slow?
That is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You might
I
crit.
need a nat 20. No.
No. Unfortunately not. The Dreamer is controlling the field at this point. It is looking bleak for our heroes. And at the end of the turn, Blood from a Stone, I need you to make another Wisdom saving throw.
$20.
20 just saves.
Yes!
Well, I mean, Eloise doesn't get shot, so.
Ugh, I cannot get shot again.
Because I'm pretty much going to hit you. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
How about you take that confidence?
I know. I'm just saying. I got a big plus to hit, so unfortunately, 15 with my +2.
So the stalk tries to control your mind once again, but fortunately you're able to push past it, but only just.
chop it off of you. Just chop it off of you.
It's just gonna grow back.
Well, we're about to find out because it is Blood from a Stone's turn.
I'll just look at it. I guess is it still kind of like trying to get my face?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Like, you know, it's like, what are you, boy, girl? You know what? I'm gonna let you be. Your name's Sam. Okay, I'm just gonna call you Sam. Sam, I gotta shoot your daddy. Is that okay? You know what? I don't care. So that he's gonna cast Zephyr Strike on himself, bonus action, to give himself at least advantage on one shot. And that gives him an additional 30 feet. So that'll, I figure, well, I guess he's got 60 since he's hasted. So now he would have, I guess, would that be 30 to stand up? So now he's got 60 feet again. And then he's just going to take 3 shots at Stalky's daddy.
Okay, well, the first one is at advantage.
26.
Does hit.
Make sure that is. I clicked on it. It's taking its sweet time. Okay, it didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, it didn't do the sneak attack.
That's it. So that's 10, 20, 37 on that
points
one.
Of damage.
Now watch, I'll unclick sneak, but if I hit again, it's probably
Gonna roll the sneak.
yeah, now it will. And I'm assuming the giant ape still isn't enough to give me any kind of a boost.
Giant
No,
ape isn't
Future
there.
shape.
It's not there right now. It doesn't exist.
23.
23 does hit.
And 34.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I would hope that one hits. An extra 23, and then an extra 27.
Okay. The Dreamer is still up, but he is looking pretty damn hurt at this point.
You did 87 points of damage.
Yeah, I know it's light, isn't it? I guess, I mean, since this is really infinite, I wouldn't be able to make it to, like, this side of our game board with the cone, because I've got 60, but then I didn't move last time because he made me stand put and shoot, so feline agility kicks back in. So I've got 120. And then, so, I mean, I guess, I mean, where, because like I said, I mean, with the way you got the cone, I mean, would I just be able to, like, I mean, you could just say I'm way off the...
How much? What's your total movement?
Well, it's 60, but then I double it with feline agility. And I guess actually it was 90 because Zephyr Strike would have added 30 to the... Well, it after, you know, but yeah, it's 120. So, I mean, I was...
hasted too, though.
Yeah, that was... I had 60 to begin with. I used 30 to get up. Then Zephyr Strike gave me an extra 30. Feline agility is doubling that.
So you wouldn't be able to get all the way around, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because of the way they... I mean, if you could just say, like, I mean, 5, 10, 15,
No,
20,
I just
25,
mean,
30,
like...
35. I know. So, I mean, it's 35 to here. Could we just say, you know, it's... Since what's 85 off the board, since you said this is infinite?
Yeah, I guess so. So if you
put me
move to
there,
here...
and just will remember I'm an extra 85.
Sure,
so
that's fine.
So, I mean, yeah, so 85 from that point. So if you have to, like, I guess, telegraph array to that point right there, and then we'll...
Yeah, well, I'll just put you right there. I put it in your green circle. You're 85 feet off the board.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And then I guess from... So, I mean, if 85 to me, then it'd be an extra 5. Another 35. Well, no. So it'd be 85
You're 85
plus
and
85.
85, so you would be 170.
Yeah, all right.
For sure. Okay.
All right, yep.
Next up is Golden Tongue's turn. What do I want Golden Tongue to do? He's still alive after all this time. Horse Cage is not concentration either. Wow.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of cheat
know,
spells.
Yeah, it really is kind of a cheat spell.
That's not concentration?
No.
No.
Oh my
I know,
god.
it's not fair.
Don't say that to me. I'm not the one who wrote it. What do I want to do with Golden Tongue? God, I should have picked better spells for him.
Out of the abyss walks a cow, Elsie, and she swallows him whole.
Yeah, there's a reference there that I don't get, but
Let's see.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I think he's
Monkey.
he's gonna throw a fireball at all of these zombies that are over here. So you can easily get pretty much all of them in a fireball radius.
Pretty sure those are pretty much all of the ones that are down to 5 hit points too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can very easily get all of them. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from them.
3.
I mean, even half damage will take him out, right?
Yeah, but
He could have
depending on,
his con saves to stay alive.
Yeah,
depending on how high he rolls, though.
let's see. He's going to cast this at 4th level.
All ones.
God damn, would that be the fucking luckiest?
His
Yeah, I don't
fireball
think there's any
spell.
chance coming
Yeah, I
back
don't
from
know
that,
why
right?
his fucking fireball spell will not roll damage on its own. I need to look at the thing. But 35 points of fire damage.
Yeah, I don't think there's any coming back from that, right? Nothing like a
Prob-
roll for con would
I don't
come
think
back from
so, because you're going to have to
No.
roll a con. I mean, I think it's 5 plus the damage or something like that for a
Yeah,
zombie.
there's no chance.
Yeah. It just incinerates the entire group.
Vale lets out a little sigh.
In the ethereal plane.
Yep. Just a wispy sigh.
Speaking of which, it is Vale's turn.
So Vale pops back into existence, with his head down. He looks left, he looks right, he looks behind him, and this battle's like not going our way.
What is that?
He slowly raises his head and looks at this dreamer child. And he smiles, and he looks to the left. He sees Apollyon. He holds his hand up towards Apollyon and puts out a little, points his finger at him. He quietly whispers, "Sick 'em, boy." And he casts Disintegrate on that wall of force.
Interesting.
Come out of his fingers.
Force cage.
Force cage, yeah. Green wisps come out of his fingers and completely destroy the front end of that force cage.
Do you have a sound effect for the breaking of that cage, Matt?
I do, actually, oddly enough. I feel like this is a great place for that, too. You all watch as Vale points his finger at that force cage, erupting out just this beam of energy. It strikes the force cage, and you all hear as the side of it just explodes outward, freeing Apollyon.
Yes!
Yeah,
I'm back, baby.
that was a 6th level spell. The
Mhm.
only one I had. Worth it.
Worth it.
With his bonus action, he's going to command. Looks like I can get 5 of these zombies, plus the 2 over here. just going towards the Dreamer.
Going towards the Dreamer?
Yeah, well...
He's
there's no one else.
flying. Might as well
is he-
go towards Golden Tongue.
Okay, yeah, I'll go towards Golden Tongue, 40 feet. Those 5 and then the 2 back here.
He's getting the real zombie experience. You kill them and they just keep coming.
So they're going to be right there, moving in that direction. These guys here.
Can I spread them out? Like, as they walk, can they spread out? Kind of, not in fireball range.
A little bit, yeah, they could. Let's call it like...
They're Apollyon's backup dancers.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of like that, a little bit. And,
Alright, and then,
for the fun of it, as they're moving, you all hear them going...
Nice.
They all start snapping their fingers in unison.
Walking
up behind Apollyon.
Cause this is Thriller.
Yep.
And,
that if your turn?
yeah, Vale's gone.
Veil poofs out of existence again. Next up is the lair action. He's going to have to move this thing just a bit. Trying to keep Liam and Eloise in the middle of it.
Liam's not there.
Oh, that's right. You're not in there right now because you're gone. But Eloise at least. So Eloise, con saving throw. Aiming for a 19.
So I'm baned again.
Still baned, as always. Sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. But Apollyon, you are able to get out of the force cage now. One side of it has been destroyed.
Right, free again. Let's go. And I'll immediately
Real quick, I assume you have to activate Rage again?
Yeah,
Yes.
I will.
Okay, because you were inactive, right? Okay.
Yes. I will step out and fly up towards the Dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I'll use my bonus action to rage. I would like to rage! And I will reckless attack him. But
That phrase is always fun to hear.
my haste didn't end. I think I have 2. Yeah, I should have 2 more rounds left on haste.
Mm-hmm.
One more after this. Because I was in there. I did nothing for 2 rounds. Is that right?
I think it was just 1 round.
It was just 1 round.
Okay. Okay, then I have 2 more rounds of haste.
I'm sure it felt like a lot more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just pulled on your pud.
28.
Hits.
Okay, that is adding in curse. Cool. 11, 22, 34. 34 damage.
34 points of damage.
Check again. A 31.
Hits.
Which is a 19 on the dice, so that is a critical.
That is a critical.
Nice.
So are we just doubling this if it's not?
Double the piercing and the lightning, yeah.
Okay. So 14 and 24 is 38 plus 11 is 49. 49 points on that one.
Apollyon.
Plus a d6 for brutal critical, but yeah, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah,
I'm so
brutal
sorry.
critical.
I think you're about to kill God.
I'm so sorry.
1 more point of damage.
Apollyon's
It's
at
even
1
50.
point of damage, pushed it over the edge. So tell us now how it looks to destroy the Nightmare Child.
Yes!
Yes.
Get some, baby! Nobody fucks with the Faab Five! I take off and fly across the room, plunging my spear into him. And as he starts to look weak, that empowers me, and I take a second swing and just hack off his head and like 2 of the tentacles. And
Just pop
then,
all his eyeballs. Just
and
pop
then when
them.
he's kind of stumbling back, I just go and I flick him right in the forehead with my finger for that 1 point of damage.
And you just hear him cry out in agony. No! He begins to fade out of existence. And as you watch, it seems to be moving forward. It seems to be trying to escape, leaving a part of its essence behind that just drops down to the ground, dissolving away. You watch as this thing continues to flee into the mists of the dream realm. But out from the dream realm, somewhere in the distant future, another group of heroes, 4 of them, come running into the dream realm and defeat the dreamer in the future at the exact same time. What happens next
Debauchery.
is unique, to say the least.
Golden Tongue's still alive.
Don't worry, he's gonna die.
Golden Tongue is still alive, however. You see him for a moment, but the mists seem to be swirling around you all. What happens is an odd sort of sensation. Liam, you are somewhere off in one corner of the dream realm. But the moment the dreamer was destroyed, it shunts you back with your friends. Veil pops into existence a moment later, letting go of that polymorph that he was holding on to, bringing you back to yourself. The world and the universe is before you all. Through the dream realm, you can see an infinite wave of possibilities. While the past is closed off to you, you can still see events as they're unfolding there. You can see the massive beast, Ambar Belthor, ripping into the dreaming tree with his massive claws, biting at it, ripping chunks away with those jaws. But then your vision goes past them all, and you can see those doors that your rebels had opened, and the people who live in the city all rushing outward, fleeing the devastation that Ambar Belthor is inflicting upon the past. You can see the way history unfolds from that moment. It plays out in each of your minds, these visions forming in front of you like that. You see how the world must flee from Ambar Belthor. But your warnings gave the rebels enough info to know what they had to do. Hundreds of thousands of people fleeing underneath the surface as a great beast lays waste to the land of Loroupa in the past. You watch with some surprise as another group of heroes appear right before the realm of Loroupa is closed off from existence once and for all. You see these heroes show up, fighting this massive creature, eventually winning with an aptly timed meteor swarm to crush the thing. You see some of them choosing to remain and explore this realm, while others choose to leave. And you watch as the history of Loroupa continue to unfold before you all. But you can also see in the future a doorway that is open. You can see that it's not going to be open for long. But if you so choose, through the power of the dream realm that you now, for at least this moment, have a limited amount of control, you can step through and you can return to your own time. There's not a lot of places that you could go between those 2 points. But the future, on the other hand, is vast. You don't necessarily have to return to the moment you left if you don't want to.
Just for clarification, where is my dragon in this timeline?
Make for me an intelligence check.
Oh, I love that you're doing that.
Hold on. Intelligence. Click. Nope, it did not. Sorry. That's a 20.
Can't hear you, Matt.
The dragon does return, and you know what happens then. We'll discuss it next time, but it shows up about 6 months after the events of what I'm about to describe.
Okay.
What
the
you
last thing I do.
Mhm.
I was going to say the last thing I do is take all of my gold and buy as much Bitcoin as I can.
That's fair. You do see what happens to Loroupa. The ritual was partially successful. And so far as, actually it was 100% successful. It did open up a door to the dream realm. The dreamer did begin to come out into the material plane, but a group of heroes that you well know, the Debauchery Circus, defeated the dreamer in the future, while at the same time your group destroyed it in the past. The unleashing of the dreamer causes massive devastation to the world of Loroupa. It is regrown, and when it does so, it's regrown in the center of the planet, causing the planet itself to shatter like an egg as the tree grows into its full form. Your friends, the circus, managed to control it before the dreamer before they fought the dreamer. The tree itself reached out with its roots, grabbing onto the crust of the planet and pulled it back together. The landscape is changed, drastically changed. The Margarden Federation is split in half. So is the Daurin Empire. Morag itself, where you had been to, split literally down the middle of the mountain. And the two halves separated. and are currently floating on 2 different hemispheres on the planet. The kingdom of North Emia is also split in half. Or not, the kingdom of Radagast is split in half. North Emia is its capital and is on one portion, where the rest of it is split off into another. And the area around Coltrast just changed dramatically. In Hyrulean, oddly enough, Hyrulean, where you had all been to in Revancia, relatively unchanged, other than the fact that it's not connected to the supercontinent anymore. It's on its own hemisphere now, but of all of the areas, it actually received the least amount of changes to it. It's mostly intact. Gulfrin and Ilmithica, on the other hand, were the mountains between them were leveled. The 2 continents were pushed together even closer and are no longer separated whatsoever. The island of Jura, which was off the Gulfrin coast, is pushed even farther away from it, into its own hemisphere. And the island size doubles, thanks to the breaking. But after the end of this devastation, the Dreaming Tree does open itself out once again. And you can all see that its place in the universe has changed as well. For its 15,000-year history, Loroupa, the planet, has been in its own corner of the universe, cut off completely to the multiverse when the Dreaming Tree was destroyed in the past. But in your present, it is open once again. And you can all see that less than a month after it's opened, things begin to take notice. A nautiloid, a creature of the stars, crash lands upon one of the many hemispheres of Loroupa. And each of you know that this change is only the beginning of a vast, wide new world. Something unique in the cosmos, and a place where each of you could spend a lifetime re-exploring. But you also can see now that each of you have a choice. You can return to your own time. You can go a little forward if you want. What your future holds is entirely up to you. And we are going to find out what our heroes do for that future in our campaign wrap-up, which will be the last episode of the Faab Five. But everyone, well done. You have defeated the Dreamer. You have defeated the cult. And the world as a whole does consider you all heroes. So I feel like that's probably a good time to level up to 16.
Wow.
Dude, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
do
fucking
it.
gonna give it.
Because this may be
Yep.
the end of our hero's story. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of all of their stories. And I'm sure we will be revisiting these characters again in the future. But for tonight at least, this is the end of our story. And so, I would just like to say thank you all, Faab Five, for 3 wonderful years of storytelling. 3 wonderful
3.5,
years
but
of
who's counting?
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank you, Matt.
absolutely. Well, we will see you all next time, probably sometime in January, to do this campaign wrap-up. But for now, at least, on behalf of everyone here in the Faab Five and everyone in the Random Rhapsody crew, I'd like to say one more time, thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long. Good luck. And until next time, keep it fabulous, baby. And good night.
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 Ah.